my God, we're going live. We're going to be live on TikTok. I can't believe it. I can't believe we're going live. We're going to be live on TikTok in a minute. We're going live, everybody. Everybody's coming into this live stream. I got this bright monitor like on the side of my face over here. Maybe I should dim that down a little bit. What do you say? What do you say we dim it down? Oh, there we go. That's a little better. Who we got? We got David. We got All For Show coming in. We got John Christopher coming in. B. Just B joined. That's it. Just B is coming in. Thank you, B, for coming in. Appreciate that. Carl V is here. Thank you, Carl V, for coming in. That's like Gary V. Carl V. Thanks for coming in. Everybody, thanks for coming in. We got some stuff to talk about tonight. And please share this out to all your friends. Just share it out across the interwebs, as nobody ever said, interwebs. And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. This is my normal time to come on, 1 a.m. What time is it? 1 a.m.? Yeah, 12:51. What the hell? 12:51 a.m. That's right. We're at 12:51. Jerry, 555. Thanks for coming in, Jerry. Erinc, thanks for coming in. Who we got here? Drink Dr. Pumpkin. Woohoo! Ryan, Richard, everybody's flying into this room. Felonious Rex, thank you for coming back. Appreciate it, Felonious. Ron Tracy, it has arrived onto this live. Ron Tracy arrived on the live. Thank you for coming in. LeCompte, thanks for coming in. Yes, please invite your friends, because this is going to be very informative stuff. Whatever we're going to talk about, it's going to be informative. It might be about men's clothes, because that's what I do. I make custom-made clothing for men. And it might be about a lot of other stuff, like the Vegas golfer. We might talk about Vegas. You never know. Vegas might come up in a conversation. Sid might come up in a conversation. You don't know that. And Terry Warnock is here. I used to have a customer. Last name was Warnock. Long time ago, though. Buck, thanks for coming in, Buck. I'm trying to read all these names. It's really tiny. I wish I could put this on like my iPad. When the names come up, I could see it better. Then I could, get everybody's name. Let's talk about Hong Kong. Wait a second. Hong Kong. What? Let's talk about Hong Kong and Tijuana. They got Hong Kong and Tijuana? I never knew about Hong Kong and Tijuana. I've been to Tijuana, but I've never been to Hong Kong, although I like to go to Hong Kong. Patrick, thanks for coming in. Names are coming in pretty quick. How is everybody doing this evening? Those of you, anybody been on my lives before? Let's see some thumbs up if you've been on my lives, or some hearts if you've been on my lives. I thought he was in a private jet. Yes, I'm always in my private jet. This is a jet that I fly in all the time, and I refuel in the air, and I never land. That's what this is. I never land. So I'm not in a jet. No, I'm not in a jet. Not tonight anyway, right? So thanks for coming in, everybody. Let's talk about Vegas real estate. Ooh, Vegas real estate. There's a new hotel being built pretty soon called the King David, I think. I don't know if you know about that. Who do many people hate? The bolo tie. I love, can you wear a bolo anywhere? Well, I think you can wear it in Texas. That might be good in Texas. I don't know about any place else. Yes, there is heavy snow in New York. We have snow on the ground. It is freezing cold. Spring is far away. It's like 10 degrees tonight here in New York, and it's really cold out. It feels even colder. I'm still wearing the flannel. Everybody remembers the flannel suit. This is the navy blue flannel with the real working buttonholes and the shiny mother of pearl buttons here. You see that right there? That's the real working buttonholes. And I'm wearing the beautiful woven silk tie. You got that woven silk, all made in Italy. Also, everything I have is all made in Italy, and that's what I do. Suit Cafe is my company. I make custom-made suits for men. Wait, you New York or Vegas? Why are you confusing it? I'm in New York, but I said we could talk about Vegas, right? I played these games before. What games did you play? Silk and pinstripes. I don't know. No, I don't know. No. Yeah, well, sure, a silk tie, but this is woven silk. You see, when you wear the flannel suit, which is a little heavier, you got to wear the woven silk, not that thin silk. That thin silk doesn't go with the heavier flannel winter suits. So you wear the woven, the thicker, heavier silk. That's what you wear. So, and I make these ties also. This one is sold out from last winter, but we sold it very well, this one. Are you Aesop Right? No, that's not me. I saw that guy. He was wearing a horrible suit with a terrible tie. I saw that guy today on online someplace, maybe TikTok I saw him, but I didn't like his suit or tie at all. I'll make him a custom suit. Let him call me if you know his number. Let me guess. I'm not sure what that is, Patrick. Adderall? No, why Adderall? I don't know. Not me. Not even close. Not even close. So that's right. That's what I do. For those of you who have been on my lives before, those of you who have not been on my lives before, I have been in business for 35 years. In the same business, men's clothing business. My father was in the business 45 years. My grandfather was in the clothing business 50 years. My great grandfather was in the men's clothing business starting in 1908. Hey, Wiki, nice to see you here. Wiki, 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 Wiki. Alan Van Wert, thanks for coming in. Just got okay, thank you. And please make sure you share this out to your friends because we're going to have a lot of fun till 6 a.m. Think anybody can make it up till 6 a.m.? I don't think I'm going to make it till 6 a.m. No way. Where is this energy from? Well, this is what happens at 1 a.m. First of all, everybody, I've been wearing this suit since 9:30 in the morning. Anybody else you know on TikTok got a suit on since 9:30 in the morning? And I still got the same suit on. You want to know something? I made dinner. This is crazy. Crazy what happened tonight. I made dinner, salmon with sweet potatoes and broccoli with the suit on. Okay, no apron. I made it with the suit on. I did close my button in case the tie would, fall in the pot. But I made dinner with the suit on, right? Why are you not sleeping? No, why would I be sleeping? I got work to do. I got people to talk to. I can't be sleeping yet because, the factory in Italy, they're going to be open in 6. Well, it's still a little early for them. What time is it in Italy now? 6 a.m.? I got to wait another hour and a half, and to talk to some people over there. So sometimes in my line of work, if you want to say my line of work, my business, no blazer. No, this is a whole suit. See, I got the pants. See that? See, you got the pants right here. That's a whole suit. I got the whole suit on. Right? Do people actively judge you by the way? Oh, look, Christian came up with the number one question, probably the number one question of the night, which we got to stop everything and discuss it. Do people actually judge you by the way you're dressed? And I'm going to tell you some stories about this because the answer is yes. Let me tell you something. Cooking with the whole suit and the shirt and the tie, cooking. But guess what? After dinner, I've been thinking to myself, I see all these beautiful recipes on TikTok and I save them because, I could cook, but the baking for me is a problem. For some reason, nothing comes out good. It's a whole different thing from cooking. I thought, you know what? I'm going to make chocolate chip cookies. This one woman had a very simple recipe, not too many ingredients. I'm going to make them. I baked the chocolate chip cookies with the flour and the baking soda and the chips and the melted butter and the whole brown sugar and the white sugar and mixed the whole thing around by hand, no mixer. Mixed the whole thing, made the little balls, put them on the tray in the oven, all with the suit on. I made the cookies, everything with the suit on. We get it. Yeah, you get it. Salmon and sweet potatoes, I'm using, it's great. Sweet potato salmon, a little broccoli with some garlic on there. It's a great, great dinner. Fills you up. And, it fills you up. You don't feel like too heavy. When you sit down, when you eat the bolognese, when you make the rigatoni bolognese, that's like a heavy, like you eat that and then you're like, oh my God, I can't move after that meal. But not the salmon. The salmon, you feel light. Salmon, you can still move around. Anyway, Christian has the question, do people judge you by how you dress? The answer is 100%. They are judging you every minute. People are profiling. I know there's a lot of stuff in the press and a lot of stuff in politics about you're profiling this one. You can't profile that one. It's people, stopping people with profiling. People are profiling you all the time. It's just happening. It's just human nature that people are getting profiled, especially in a retail store. I had many retail stores. Somebody just messaged me. That was you on Instagram. Okay, I'll get back to you. No problem. Tonight, I will get back to you tonight. Paisley with the pinstripe. Yes, of course, Paisley. But not a little Paisley, a wide Paisley. See how wide that one is? I like this Paisley because of the colors. It's got navy blue. It's got this beautiful royal blue. It's got this beautiful burnt orange. So I also like stripes with the stripes. I wear that too. Vince, yes, this is Vince McMahon. I get Vince McMahon on this app, and I also get Gavin Newsom on this app. I get both. Vince McMahon and Gavin Newsom. Amabel Mobile Wash. Hi there. How much do I need to make to afford a cool suit like you? This suit that I'm wearing today, it's custom made because that's what I do. I make custom made. And I make also from beautiful mills in Italy like Laura Piana. Some of you might know Laura Piana. This is $1,650 for this suit. But if you read the title of this live, right? The title of this live is called CASHLANA. Why is it called CASHLANA? Oh, I dropped it on the floor. Because I just released my brand new collection, which I never had before. And let me see, I was playing around with the TikTok shop. Something's wrong with my TikTok shop. I couldn't put anything in it. I don't know why. But anyway, I just released the CASHLANA. You could see the mannequin behind me. That's the navy blue CASHLANA suit. It's a beautiful fabric. It just came out. This is the label for the CASHLANA. Hi there. How much do I need to make them for? How much do you need to make? There you have the label for the new CASHLANA. What is CASHLANA? Lana in Italian is wool, and then cash is for cashmere. That's right. This suit behind me is wool and cashmere. Let me show you this over here on the side. This is the charcoal gray version. Okay, this is the charcoal gray in the CASHLANA. It's a beautiful, lightweight fabric, 95% super 150 wool. You know, when you have Starlink in your Gulfstream 5, doesn't it work great? Look at this reception I'm getting from Starlink, right? Macy's does not sell nice suits, I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say. 10 rules to become a gentleman if you advise yourself 20 years ago. Well, you know, 20 years ago, I was in this business. I was wearing still suits every day. I was doing this 20 years ago. Same thing. I don't sell private jets. No, I'm sorry. Can't see the quality due to the spotty Wi-Fi. I don't have spotty Wi-Fi. Pixelated. Now, mine is not pixelated for sure. I got 1 gig connection. But I'll hold it steady. You can see. It's hard to see, I know, because it's dark. You can see the fabric. You can see, I'm not sure if you can see the small hand stitches on the lapel, but you got small hand stitches all around on this. And my website, suitcafe.com, you could see it all there anyway, because they're up there now. But in any event, say hi, I'm walking here. Okay, I'm walking here. Yes, this has pick stitching, and it also has pick stitching on the inside. Let me show you the inside, because we have beautiful stitching. You see, this is called peninsula pockets, where you take the fabric from the suit and you put it around the pocket on the inside. Not only does it give this pocket more strength over time, but it's more detailed and it costs more to make it like this. You know, this is my label, by the way, Suit Cafe, made in Italy. That's the label that comes on the suit. And of course, you're also going to get the CASHLANA label, which I think I dropped somewhere again. Oh, here it is. You're also going to get the CASHLANA label in the suit too. These are the first 2 samples that came. It's available in 3 colors. Yeah, but Joseph A. Bank doesn't have good suits. So what are you buying? I mean, you're buying a suit made like a shirt. You know what you're buying in Joseph A. Bank? You're buying a suit made in jail. That's what you're buying. Anyway, this suit is not $3.99. It's a $4.95. And I do have a coupon. If you use coupon CASH100, you can get $100 off, and this suit will be $3.95. Now, my suits are $1,250, right? The one I'm wearing, I said, is $1,650. I never had a suit in this price range. You know, Nordstrom has some nice suits, but you got to buy the right thing. You got to buy Canali. You have to buy Zegna. Those are all $2,000 and up, right? They're not full canvas, and those are glued together. Yeah, that's Joseph A. Bank. That's correct, right? These are half canvas, so you have canvas up to here. That's the most important part, the whole chest piece and the top of the shoulder and the lapel. This is all canvas. 2 buttons, single-breasted, classic side vents in the back, flap pockets in the front. You have the pick stitching on everything, the side vent, pick stitching. You even have kissing buttons, just like on Zegna. You see the kissing buttons? And those are real horn buttons there. Those are real horn. Those are not plastic buttons. Right? This is not full canvas. There's no such thing as full canvas for under $2,000. I don't care who tells you anything. It doesn't exist. What does it take to run a successful business when you're selling high-end suits? Where do I buy this at? Okay, this you can buy. It's on my website right now, suitcafe.com. I was going to put it in my TikTok shop, but for some reason, I don't know, I couldn't get it in. It wasn't connecting in my TikTok shop properly. I did put it up there, though. This suit you're going to have for a long... You know what? You're going to be tired of this suit before it wears out. How about that? This is a workhorse of a suit. I see we have some educated consumers here. That was the old Cy Sims. An educated consumer is the best customer, right? Remember that slogan? Anyway, this is super... This is not just regular wool. Anyway, this is super 150s, 95% super 150s wool, and 5% cashmere. That's what this fabric is. It's a beautiful lightweight fabric. The cashmere stops it from wrinkling. So you can wear this. You could sit in a plane. You could sit in a car. You could travel with this. And by the way, I'm going to show you my fold for folding a suit jacket and traveling in your luggage. Put this in the luggage, fly 25 hours, take it out, no wrinkles. That's what this is. And you could look at the YouTube video that I made on my YouTube channel at Suit Cafe, and you'll see that video on how to fold a suit jacket for your luggage with no wrinkles. and you'll learn how to do that fold. It takes a little practice. You learn how to do it. This is everything I have is all made in Italy. This is made in Italy. You know, this is a lot of people know brands and stuff on TikTok. This is Loro Piana. Loro Piana is only made in Italy. This is the newest book from Rada. If you know Rada, this is Rada fabric. This is also all made in Italy, right? This is all made in Italy. Beautiful suits and solid colors in this book. I have a bunch of books like this. But, looking at the site, thank you so much for looking. This suit you will have in about 10 days. This CASHLANA is in about 10 days delivery. So we're going to talk about the price in a minute, because a lot of people say, well, if you're selling it for $4.95, what kind of money could he be making? I mean, come on, maybe he's making too much money. Maybe it costs him $20. I don't want him to make so much money. A lot of people think that way. You know, they really do. Does first impressions matter? Christian, yeah, we're going to get to this, Christian. It's very important. And we're going to get to your other question, which said, do people are really watch what you're wearing? And the answer is everybody is looking at what you're wearing. I'm going to tell you a couple stories about that in a minute. This is Carlo Barbera. Does anybody know Carlo Barbera? I'm going to hold it close. Is there any casual suits and business suits for work? There's really no such thing as a casual suit. I mean, it just isn't. You know, a suit should be a tailored suit, tailored to your body. A casual suit looks sloppy. It's made like a shirt. You know, even a suits. Jack Gordon. I love this guy. Thank you, Jack Gordon. Sport jackets. Yes, this is sport jackets in this book. It says jackets on it, doesn't it? Yeah, luxury jacketing right on the bottom. This is Carlo Barbera. They make suit fabric too. But this, any of you know Kiton? If you know Kiton, Kiton, Kiton only uses fabric from Carlo Barbera. So the Kiton suits are $7,000 and up. That's how much they cost. That's off the rack. That's not custom. That's not made to your size. That's go in the store, pick a suit. What's my size? $7,000. You bought a Kiton tie. Trevor, very nice. Beautiful. Kiton is $7,000. Now, Kiton, they liked Carlo Barbera, this mill. They liked it so much that they bought the mill. So they now use exclusively Carlo Barbera fabric for all their clothing. Is this fabric by Kiton. What are the best accessories to pair with a suit to take it to the next level? Well, I like wearing, first of all, a tie. But you could also make a tie set. That's a tie with the matching. Hey, look at the suit, how it matches. You see the pocket here? Look at the pocket. Look how nicely the stripes match up right there. You know, you can't even see where the pocket is, but the pocket is there. So tie sets are very nice. You can wear different color shirts, pattern shirts. Shirts with stripes are coming back very strong now. You know, for a long time, I tend to wear a white shirt all the time. I don't know why. With this suit, of course, because you have the chalk stripes. Who would buy that? Who would buy this? A lot of people would buy this. A jacket from this book. Is that what you mean, this book? A jacket from this book. Any one of these a lot of people would buy $7,000. They have customers all over the world. Look up the store. Look up Kiton online. Google it. They have stores all over the world. They're in China. They're in Beijing, Shanghai, Japan. Stores all over Italy, Paris, London. They're in Rome. They're in New York. They have a whole building in New York on 53rd Street between Madison and 5th Avenue. They have a whole building, like 4 or 5 floors. Kiton. They're also in Saks Fifth Avenue. They have a whole department in Saks Fifth Avenue of Kiton. They have their customers, you know, and it's also different, you know, it's Neapolitan tailoring. You know, Neapolitan tailoring is different. The shoulder is no shoulder pad. It's very soft construction. It fits right against your arm, you know, almost like this. You see, this is my shoulder. See, my shoulder is right here. This has a small little pad here, you know, but it's right here. You know, my customers, you got to like that look with the no pads. Sometimes it's a little wrinkly here, but that's that look of that. Thoughts on Suit Supply? Well, you know, Suit Supply, Kiton is in Boyd's in Philly. I know the owners. I met them many, many times in Italy. I haven't seen them in a few years, but I met them many times. The Kushner family over there at Boyd's, nice people. And they sell Kiton. Sure, they got Philly all wrapped up. There used to be another good store in Philly, but I think it closed. I don't remember the name of it, but there was another store, sort of competition for Boyd's. Not really, because Boyd's is like the institution over there. But they have Kiton, and that's the price, $7,000. Now, there's also other suits that cost more than $7,000. That's off the rack. That's not custom. If you want to make custom Kiton, which they do make custom, you're talking $10,000 for a suit. And they have their customers. That's the thing. What's the most you've heard a guy spending on a single suit? Well, let's see. The most expensive suit I ever sold, I think, was $12,500 for one suit. That was a Super 200, made by Belvest. If you want to look up a beautiful, beautiful brand, you look up Belvest. It's gorgeous. It's made just like Brioni, all handmade. I love Brioni. I love Brioni. That's like the standard for handmade, off the rack, 5,000 for a suit. Maybe they have a few that are a little under 5,000, but that's the standard, you know. No, I didn't sell a suit for 25,000. I know a couple of stores that do have suits for 25,000, like Bijan, who had a store in New York, and still has one store in LA on Rodeo. But Bijan is a different thing because everything is his own label. His thing is private label. He buys from all the different companies. He buys from all the different factories that the same, like I bought from, ties, same place I bought ties from. But he has his label. And because of that, he sells the tie, get this, $750 for a tie. So that's the price point of his tie. But, you know, how did you get good at sales and connecting with people? Your YouTube links to your store. Good stuff. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. So I don't know. I mean, this is years of working on the floor in a retail store. That's what that is. You know, I worked for 30 years. I had 5 retail stores. I had 2, and also in the busiest spot in New York City. I don't know who here knows New York City, knows their way around a little bit. You know, Midtown Manhattan, where all the sites, St. Patrick's Cathedral, you know where that is. The Diamond District on 5th Avenue, if you know where that is. Trump Tower, everybody knows that's on 56th and 5th. Trump Tower is there. Thank you for the follow. What are nice button-down shirts for every day and how much? Well, if you want to make a custom-made shirt, I have a new program with a new company, factory I'm working with in Italy, beautiful custom-made shirts. Now, when you say button-down, you mean buttons down, meaning here, not button-down over here. Because that's, when I hear button-down, I mean the collar buttons over here. But when you say button-down, maybe you're talking just a regular dress shirt. But I'm starting at $175 for a custom shirt, which is very, very inexpensive. We're doing a new program because it's my first time with this factory. They make a beautiful shirt with a beautiful collar. This is not one of them. This is something else that I'm wearing. But we modeled the collar sort of after this Stefano Ricci. If you want to look up, I'll give you $3.99 for what? For a shirt? I'll take it. Yeah, the shirts start $175 for a shirt. Not for $3.99. There are some shirts that are up to $3.50. What are the best style of watches to pair with a suit? Well, you know all the good brands. Audemars Piguet. A lot of people like Rolex. But I was never a big fan because you walk into a place, oh, that's a Rolex, and everybody knows what that looks like. I like something that people don't really know what it is. AP. When I bought my AP, it was 1992. Nobody knew what AP was really. I bought my Royal Oak in 1992, just stainless steel, and nobody really knew what it was. That's why I liked it, because you can walk around and nobody paid any attention. Now, AP is like the biggest thing, Good suit style for thin guys. Well, Longa is beautiful, no question. Very, very beautiful. How often do you go live? Can we find you on other media? Sure, you could find me on Whatnot, which I do sometimes. Instagram, I'm on there. I've been spending more time on TikTok, more and more doing lives and posting over here, and especially on the YouTube channel. That's where I am mostly. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, especially on YouTube. Why do you wear upside down what? I'm not sure what's upside down. Thank you for the appreciation. I appreciate that. How does a guy get size for custom shirt? Well, if you want to get size for a custom shirt, it's no problem. We could do FaceTime, or I could tell you exactly the measurements I want by email or DM. And you can give me those few measurements. It doesn't take too many. And I could email you the swatches of the selections of the shirts. I also make a beautiful shirt in cotton and bamboo. That shirt is gorgeous. A little more expensive, but the bamboo feels like silk. But it's not. It's bamboo made from the plant. It's a gorgeous shirt. And we're also going to have some nice linen shirts when the summer starts getting to go. We'll have beautiful linen in different colors and shirts. And, of course, linen suits, things like that. So, yeah, of course we do French cuff, 100%. I just made for a family. Well, not just me, but January 8th, I did a big wedding. There's a couple of pictures on my Instagram. Did a big wedding for a whole family. We made matching tuxedo shirts for everybody. We made the tuxedos for everybody. There was a couple of guys there that was 6'5", 6'6", young guys that were that tall. And we made all the tuxedos and all the shirts matching for the father and the 2 brothers and for the groom and for the new father-in-law and the grandpa. We did a whole thing. This is not a Zegna tie, no, but I used to be a very, very big retailer for Zegna. You know, one season, which means one season, there's two seasons. There's a fall winter season and a spring summer season. One season, when I first started selling Zegna in my stores, I sold 900 Zegna ties. And I remember those years because those years were in the store, you know, we were on Fifth Avenue and 49th Street, if you know New York City. So I was right in the middle of the block, 601 Fifth Avenue. It's right across from the Diamond District, about catty corner, you know, diagonal, and diagonally from Rockefeller Center. So I was like this, and I was on the east side of the street because those years they would tell you if you had a store on the west side of the street, it was a loser. Your store was a loser if you're on the west side of the street. You had to be on the east side of Fifth Avenue. Now it's changed around. You know, I'm going back in the 90s. You know, when I'm talking about this, and for a lot of you, the 90s, you weren't born, I'm sure. Right? Brooks Brothers, good stuff. Yeah, Brooks Brothers is now owned by the Italians. A big Italian company bought it. I don't know what they're doing with it. You know, the big institution Brooks Brothers store on 44th and Madison. I was on 44th and Madison also. I had a store there right across the street from Brooks Brothers. And that was an institution that, you know, the store, like all wood paneling inside, a big wood staircase, like real a man store. It's gone. Whatever they did, the Italian company who bought it, they got rid of that store. It was a gorgeous, beautiful men's store, and they dumped it. I don't know what they did. Have you heard of Hunts? Sure, I've heard of Huntsman Savaro. Absolutely, I've heard of it. Do I need to be a mob boss to buy one? No, what do you got to be a mob boss for? Not at all. Seville is not good. Yeah, suits with polyester. You ever see the guys now on TikTok that are selling stuff, shirts and jackets, and they say, "Oh, this is the best jacket. I can't believe it. It's so fantastic. Fits me great. I love this suit." And then they go like this. Look how it stretches. And they stretch it out like a couple of miles. They stretch it out. That's because the whole suit is polyester. And the suit is $35. Who wants it? You don't want it for $35. I don't care what it is. What's your opinion on starch? Well, you don't starch a suit. You might starch a shirt, but not a suit. You could dry clean a suit. But I don't even get starch on my shirts. My shirts, they don't need starch. You get them on a hanger, no starch. They come out like this. This is not a new shirt. But every time I get it back from the cleaner, it looks like a brand new every time. So it's a great shirt. So talking about the custom shirts, I modeled the collar after Stefano Ricci. That's the best collar. Look it up online. Stefano Ricci, Ricci. Beautiful collar they have. Their shirts are $950 for one shirt. Not custom, $950. What's your favorite color combo? Good question. Personally, I like brown. I love things with brown. I like those brown. I like those earth tones, chocolate brown. I made a beautiful suit for myself. I have it behind me on the rack this fall. It's a beautiful charcoal gray, and the stripes are wide brown stripes. It's like a chalk stripe and a wide brown. I'll show it to you. It's a gorgeous suit. I love it. And I made myself a chocolate brown shirt, which is beautiful with that suit, but I couldn't get the right tie. I still didn't find the right tie. I have a tie I wear with it, but I couldn't find the exact right tie for that particular suit, but I'll show it to you. But I got to get to Christian's question, really. I got to get to Christian's question. Yeah, please share this out to all your friends. We're going to talk about something important. Christian says, button-down collar with a suit, bad idea? You mean button over here and button over here? Personally, it's not my taste. I personally don't like it. It's a very Brooks Brothers-y, American sort of look. I do like a button-down collar in a sports shirt, where the collar is soft, where you're not wearing a tie. That holds the collar in place. There's also, I make hidden button-down. I don't know if you ever saw that, where the button is underneath, hidden. You don't see it, and that's holding the collar in place. That's nice for like a nice cotton flannel, like a winter sports shirt with like a nice plaid. I got a whole book of plaids. I can show. Let me show you. What do you want to see? I don't know. What do you want to see? You want to see those plaid shirts in the cotton winter flannel? Paisley suits you? Thanks. I like this tie. It also comes in I have it in another color. I have it in black with charcoal gray and lavender and purple. Right? What was that one? What was that one? Yes, I saw then some on Eton shirts. I'll tell you a story about Eton. What style of suit does JFK wear? Suits, let's see one. Okay, I'll show you one. How do you personally style jewelry with suits? Damn, that brand is pricey. Which one? Stefano Ricci. Yeah, well, Stefano Ricci is gorgeous. Come on, the suit's at $10,000. Now, Stefano Ricci, here's how this business works. They make shirts and ties. That's what they make. That's their factory. Beautiful. They don't make anything else. They have another company making suits for them. They have somebody making belts for them. They have somebody making briefcases for them. Shirts and ties. Charvet, and I was never a big fan of British anything. Charvet is French. It's nice. It's pricey too. I'm not a big fan of that, like Hermes even. They use that same silk like Charvet, that silk twill. I have some of those ties that I sell. I can't reach it now with little animals on them. Not really my taste. People like that. Zegna, I sold it for many, many years. I like Zegna, beautiful product. The prices went crazy high. But you want to know something? Canali is better. Corneliani, come on. Corneliani is gorgeous. I like it better than Canali. But Ferragamo was also like those kind of ties with little horses. You got to like that look. It's just not my look. I work all kind of hours. Whenever I could work, I could work. I think Canali is better than Zegna. Yes, I do. The fit. It's all about the fit. The Canali customer, once they buy Canali and wear Canali, they never go back to anything else. They become a Canali customer, and that's the end of it. You can't say, try Zegna, try Brioni, try Corneliani, try Belvest, try whatever. I sold all those suits for many, many, many years. My father in the 70s, he went to Italy, and he brought back brands for his store on Madison Avenue that he thought would be high-end, good quality. That was what it was about. There were no big brands yet then. I mean, there was Pierre Cardin and there was YSL. Those don't mean anything for men anymore. But he brought back Canali. Before it was called Canali. They had no customers in America. He was the first one. My father had Valentino. My father had Giorgio Armani. Nobody had it in 78 and 79. Nobody had those brands. And then, you know what happened with Giorgio Armani? My father bought Giorgio Armani. And by the way, those brands didn't have any showrooms here like now. Now they got big offices and many showrooms all over New York. Maybe in LA they have a showroom. But you remind me of Rick Pitino. Yeah, I've gotten Rick Pitino. Tom Ford is made in the Zegna factory. So it's his design. Everyone has the same. The peak lapel with the ticket pocket. I got on my suit too. See, ticket pocket and the other pocket here. All the celebrities got the same suit on. You could tell. It's all the same suit. It's all Tom Ford, and it's all just a different color or a different pattern. Are you by Beverly Hills? No, New York, New York. What watch is that? Which one? This one? This one. They sell Brooks Brothers shirts at Macy's? I don't know. Do they sell Brooks Brothers? Yeah, they have Stefano Ricci is on Rodeo. It's right on the corner by those steps that go up. I don't know what that's called. So you got those steps that go up right on that rounded corner on Rodeo. That's the Stefano Ricci store. And if you've seen on Instagram or TikTok, that guy Peter Marco, who's got the beautiful jewelry store, who sells like $10 million diamond rings. He's right next door to Stefano Ricci. So they got a great, great spot right there. Yeah, Peter Marco Jewelry. He's right. Stefano Ricci is right next door to Peter Marco. Exactly right. Now, Stefano Ricci, they sell crocodile jackets, like a bomber jacket and crocodile, probably $85,000 for that jacket. You've walked by it. Very good, very good. Anything Macy's sells isn't worth wearing. Trust me. Nordstrom is a lot nicer. Not much more. Absolutely, you're correct about that. Damn, your outfit is handsome. Thanks so much. How do you keep warm? Well, I wear a coat in the winter. It's winter here in New York. So I got a couple of coats, some heavier, some lighter. I made a beautiful raincoat. Beautiful raincoat. This room is like a small studio room, and the acoustics are very good in here. New York City, you don't always got a lot of space. This is on an upper floor in a building. So is this? Yeah, why not? I want to make like a nice atmosphere. You want to have a little atmosphere. I keep it in the corner just for the lives. I just keep it on that purple color. I like that purple color. So it's a cool atmosphere sort of in here. So what was I going to say? Not nice tie, Brioni. No, this one is not Brioni. This is my own. I have my own collection. This is what I do. Suit Cafe is my company. This is my own collection of ties. But, I sold Brioni ties. I also sold, if you want to know, Italo Ferretti. If you look it up online. No, I'm not an addict. If you look it up online, Italo, Italo, Ferretti. Look up Italo Ferretti online. That's the company that makes all of the ties for Brioni. So, I'm not getting political. If you look at the ties that Donald Trump is wearing, those beautiful, bright, vibrant colors, the red, the lemon, the royal blue. He wore a red with a navy stripe running through it. All those beautiful ties are all exclusive silk. Each silk has a serial number. Those are made by Italo Ferretti for Brioni. It doesn't say Italo Ferretti. It has the Brioni label. It has the little chain, if they're still making the chain. A lot of people copied the chain on the gold chain over there. Those are all Brioni ties. But it's made in the Italo Ferretti factory. So if you buy a tie online, I think they sell on their website some ties. People might be selling them on eBay, like used ones. Filippo, I don't know Filippo, that's me, Filippo. Range from 200 to 1,000. For what is the range of that? That's for the Italo Ferretti, you mean? How do you care for a tie? What watch do you have on today? I believe Pencaldi started that gold chain. Well, no, Pencaldi did it too for many, many, many years. Brioni had it, but Pencaldi had it. Well, I like the people here on TikTok. You know the old brands, Pencaldi. Boy, that's going way back. Like Leonard. Who remembers Leonard ties? Like, we used to sell them in the 80s. My father used to sell them in the 1980s, Leonard. You know, the big stripe and then a big floral pattern on the bottom, the hand-painted ties. What you think about Isaia? Yeah, Gianluca Isaia. Very nice suit. Also Neapolitan, like Keaton. You know, I don't know Steve Madden. I never met the guy. I talk too much. Well, I'm explaining. You can't talk to me, so I'm talking to you. What is a good trench coat brand you recommend? Well, Burberry makes beautiful raincoats. They became very commercialized, but, you know, I sold... I'll still wear Pencaldi right now. They're eye-catching. Yes, they are. Every bee wore suits in the 80s. Yes, suits are still the most popular thing I sell. I sell a lot of suits. Look, I'm in New York, and all my customers wear suits. They wear suits to work all the time. Did you sell the piano key tie in there? No, I never sold that. You know, who do you find the most affordable? Taylor. You talk just enough. Don't listen to her. Okay, thanks so much. Wolf of Suit Street. That should have been my name on TikTok, right? Wolf of Suit Street. That would have been good. Why would I be in the mob? I'm not in the mob. I'm not on Staten Island, NYC, baby, New York City. Tell me more about what you do and sell. So that's what I do and sell. Custom-made suits, custom-made shirts, custom-made ties. I was going to show you, what was I going to show you? I was going to show you something, but I forgot what the hell it was. I was going to show you something, but I forgot what it was. So someone asked about raincoats, and I like the food in New York. There's plenty to choose from, but I tend to eat the same food over and over, right? How can I order a custom shirt? Okay, custom shirts. So, Trevor, send me a DM, whether you do it here on TikTok or on Instagram, send me a DM. I'll answer you back with a few measurements that I need, and then you'll send me your email, and I will email you a selection of patterns and stripes and solids. Do you want just sports shirts, or you want dress, or you want to see both? I could show you both of those. Where can I find you? My good friend in New York said, I have to come to you. I don't have stores anymore. I had already a lot of stores. I haven't been in a store in 10 years. I can't believe it's 10 years I haven't been in a store, but I like being in a store. I like standing in a store. I like talking to the customers. You know, when you have an open door, especially on Madison Avenue, what's the best tuxedo? I make a beautiful tuxedo. I mean, gorgeous. But if you want to buy one off the rack, the Canali one button peak lapel is a gorgeous tuxedo. I like it very much. No more brick and mortar. Haven't had one in 10 years, brick and mortar. I stopped 2014. I heard of Tom James. Yes, many customers of mine that tried Tom James. I had to re-alter all of their suits, and some of them said, you know what? Get rid of it. By the way, I had a customer who had 85 suits, right? I'm not Tom James, but he had 85 suits. And over the pandemic, you know, people's bodies changed. And how much are Canali? Canali probably started about under 2,000, just under 2,000. Do you need a website, Unc? I have one. Sir, so what you're telling me, you're hanging out in the suit at one... Yeah, it's 1:30 in the morning in New York. I still got the suit on. I'm wearing the suit since 9:30 this morning. I haven't had the suit off yet. Since 9:30 this morning. That's right. You like to go skiing? You know, I like it, but I rather go on a snowmobile. I'm locked in and loaded. That's right. Businessman, absolutely. You want to see a gangster suit I made? Let me show you this gangster suit. I only wore it one time to a party. I mean, this suit you're going to like. You know, I got into pinstripes because, you know, a lot for many years, suits, the plaids and the window panes were very popular. Everything was plaid. Everything was window pane, some variation. For many, many years, that was the most popular thing. Now pinstripes are starting to come back. Stevie Ray Vaughan. No, I'm not a lawyer. I'm in the men's clothing business. I make custom-made suits. in Italy. I'm in New York, but all my products are made in Italy. I've been doing business in Italy for more than 30 years with all the biggest clothing companies. I worked with all of them. This is my own collection. I worked with Dolce & Gabbana. I worked with Hugo Boss. I worked with Brunello Cucinelli. I worked with, I had Brunello Cucinelli, was the first one in New York. And now they have a store the whole block long on Madison Avenue. Paisley ties were always popular. You know, they were always popular depending on the type of paisley. Check out these sunglasses. You want to see some? I got Tom Ford sunglasses in my car. But check these out. If you know this brand, if you know this brand, check these. I mean, check those. You like those sunglasses? What do you think of those sunglasses? You know this brand? If you look at the way the shape is, right? You might know this brand. Let's see who guesses it. Who guesses this brand of sunglasses? The lens is like a greenish, dark green. Someone guess the brand of these sunglasses, if you can guess them. You got Cartiers. I like Cartier. Not glasses. No, that's not for me. I like Cartier, jewel watches and jewelry, but that sunglasses. Let me show you the suit 1 second. Okay, this is my gangster suit. Thank you for sending me the message for the shirt. If you like, yes, I will make you a custom shirt. It doesn't take long to get it from Italy, and I can make you French cuff, button cuff, whatever you want. And I'll give you a good price. Don't worry. Look at this one. And double-breasted. How about that? This is actually midnight blue with the white pinstripe, double-breasted suit. Right? You need this in 44? Let's go. We'll make it. No problem. I'll get it for you, 44. Double-breasted is becoming more popular. And look at the lining is the lining is the white lining. Can you see? 1 second. The lining is the white lining. See that there? So that is I wore this to a birthday party. I wore it in October. I haven't worn it yet again since. Right? I haven't worn it since. How long for a shirt? Are you asking me for a shirt? How long? Maybe about 2 weeks to make a custom-made shirt. Shouldn't be any problem. There's no charge for any shipping. I ship it from Italy to New York, and then from New York, I ship it to where you are, all free. You don't pay for any shipping. Horizontal striped custom dress shirts, it can be done, but nobody's doing it now. We used to do it. I did it in the 80s. Horizontal stripes with white collar, white cuffs with horizontal stripes. Right? Court Authority, Philip, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? I wonder who that is. Who knows me? Okay, maybe you know me from here. I'm doing great, Court Authority. Thank you for asking. I'll see you on the street, Stevie Ray Pawn. I'll see you soon. Absolutely. So what were we going to say? Yeah, so I showed you that suit here with the pinstripes. I'm 18. I got my first custom suit yesterday. Awesome, Moose Man. Thank you. I'm glad you did. Maybe you'll try me next time. Dress Sharp. Yes, Better Call Saul. Absolutely. I like that show. I never got to finish it. I do like MB. MB, very nice. I like some of the older ones a little better than some of the newer ones that are out now. But I do like them. But I want to get back to Christian. Christian, you still on here? New York, New York. Thank you for coming and following. How can I see your ties? Go on my website. A lot of them got sold out, but a lot of them are still available. And I got some on sale there. Also, you could see all the ties that are up there now. They're all there now, absolutely. Actually, remember, Cash 100. That's the hello from Vegas. Nice to see you, Vegas. You live? No, I don't live. This is multi levels. What president do you think has the best suit? Ronald Reagan was the best dressed president. He wore all custom, and he also wore brown, dark brown Reagan, and he wore beautiful shirts. White collar and white cuffs and different color on the body. Reagan was the best dressed by far. He really was the best dressed. What president? Okay, I said Ronald Reagan. If you look at him, of course, you look at him now. The style is a little dated because it's the 80s, early 80s. But that was the way it fits him, right? When do you take the suit to the cleaners after a couple of wears? More. Wear it the whole season, right? Only if you get dirt on it, right? It's 1:34. Why are you awake? I'm awake. It's 1:34, so I'm awake. I'm having fun on the live right here. Be your best dress. Thank you so much. Can you give us a tutorial on how to tie our tie like yours? Absolutely. No, I'm not a lawyer. Well, I would think it is. I was going to show you something else. What was I going to show you guys? I had something else to show you. Oh, I'm going to send you the fabrics of the shirts by This is not Zegna. No, I used to sell Zegna for a long, long time. Best socks. Yes, you want to know two brands for best socks? The first one is Bresciani. Okay, look up Bresciani, made in Italy. Beautiful socks. I know the owner, Massimo Bresciani. Very nice man. Got a beautiful factory in Italy. He makes gorgeous socks. And by the way, Bresciani used to make all the Brioni socks. So they made the Brioni socks with the Brioni label. So the sock you would buy in the Brioni store, I don't know, they were probably $45 or $35 a pair of socks in the Brioni store. It's the same socks. So you could buy the Bresciani socks with the Bresciani name. They're probably $25. My guess is you were 8 years old in 1989. No. I was much older. I was driving already. Are those Brioni style suits John Gotti? Well, Brioni, that's what he wore. You know, he used to go to a store, which was right around the corner, almost around the corner from me. I was on 51st and Madison, and there was a store called Delisi. They're not around already for a long time. And they were on, I think, if I remember right, 55th. Yeah, maybe 55th between Madison and Fifth Avenue, a store called Delisi, or 53rd, might have been 53rd. That's where he used to go to buy all his Brioni, all the double-breasteds and all the double-breasted coats. He bought all his suits there. The real question is, yeah, I got the whole suit on. I don't go halfway. There's the pants right there. There you go. I got the whole suit. On. I still got the whole suit. Can you talk about, wait a second, somebody who knows me. I don't know who Court Authority is, but you know who I am for sure. I'm not sure who that is on there, but somebody knows who I am. Unless you looked it up on my website. Yeah, so my family's been in the clothing business a long time, since 1908. My great-grandfather started in, I like three-piece suits, Chevy. I do. I like three-piece, especially in the wintertime. I didn't make one this year, but I like it. So, Pearl, what's going on, Pearl? So I like three-piece suits. So in 1908, my great-grandfather opened his first men's clothing store, and it was a used clothes. He sold used clothes, and he used to read the obituary in the paper, and if a famous person would die or a financier, he would go to their house, and he would buy their clothing, because the widow didn't need the clothing anymore. So he would go to the apartment or the house and he would say, please, can I buy the clothes from the closet? And rich people had nice clothes. So he took those clothes and he put those clothing in his store on 14th Street and 7th Avenue. That was his first clothing store, and he sold used clothes. So that's awesome. He was always sharp dressed, and he bought all his lawyers custom made. Oh, yes, okay. Suspenders. I was not into suspenders. Some guys like it. I was never wearing suspenders. The Walrus of Wall Street is here. What do you think about tight? Well, you know, tight suits are out, completely out of fashion. Everything now in Italy is the opposite way. Everything is getting bigger and longer and wider leg pants and drapier. If you look up anything that's going on in Italy now, it's all big and wide and drapey. It'll get here. It'll take time, but it will get here. That's the way to do it. I just went to Ivan Boski's estate. Oh, to do the same thing. Okay. What did you do before selling clothes? I've been doing this my whole life. This is what I've been doing. I've been born into this business. So my grandfather worked for his father. My grandfather started selling new clothes. And my grandfather went to Europe in 1958 on one of the first jet airplanes. And he went to Paris in Italy, and he went to Spain. He went to Argentina. He went to Morocco. Wherever he could get suits at a good price. There was no brands back then. People were not saying, I need that brand like today. People are crazy with the brands. I need to buy a Birkin bag. I need to buy a Canali. I need to buy Zegna. I want to buy Prada. I want to buy Gucci. I have to have Louis Vuitton. That wasn't around back then so much. So, I'm glad you like my tie. Glad you like my tie. Right. How can we catch the trend of Italy fashion for business? Okay, I'll tell you exactly how to catch the Italian trends before they come. Go on Instagram and look up the hashtag Pitti Uomo, Pittiuomo. That is the de facto fashion show exhibition only for the clothing industry for men, for all the stores all over the world. Everything starts at Pitti Uomo, and they do it twice a year. They just had one in January. The next one will be at the end of June. So if you look up Pitti Uomo, you could see all the photos that everybody was taking there for the January show that was just, I think it was January 14 to 17. So that show just sort of ended like a few months ago. And you could see all of the styles, right? You could see all the styles Pitti, right? Pete G, Pitti Uomo. It's Italian. Pitti Uomo. Uomo means man in Italian. Uomo. Pitti Uomo. So just use that hashtag. You can Google that hashtag. You could even go on the website for the Pitti Uomo website, because it's a corporation that runs this show every year. They've been doing it for over 100 shows already. I think I went to 35 of them or 40 of those shows in Italy. I used to go when I was a little kid. So with my father and my grandfather used to go. You know what? There is a street named after my grandfather in New York City. It's not really a street, but it is there's a lamppost down in Greenwich Village on 8th Street near 5th Avenue. And on the lamppost, there's a plaque with my grandfather's name for helping improve the entire community in that area, because he had a store on 8th Street in the Village between, I think it was 5th and 6th Avenue. It was a long time ago. He opened that store in 1958, and that store closed in 1986. I never went down to that store much. My father was not so involved down there. Sounds like the Godfather suits are back. Yes. I make custom suits as well. It's the best. This is Dawson. Thank you. My goal is to go with a few people and go to Pitti and photo sections. Oh, you want to go there and do photos? You know, that's what became, Pitti was always there to do business. Now a lot of people go there because they are influencers and they just want to take pictures and actually buying any clothing for any stores. It has changed. I think it's the opposite. I think more younger people are wearing suits more because of the internet. Over the last 20 years, they're more into suits, how they're made, the different brands. There's more information out there. It's easier to do research. It's easier to talk to more people, right? So RG, I always had those lights. I always use that in my videos on YouTube. Those LEDs behind me. I always have them. So let me show you here. I got the. These are the new jackets from Loro Piana. Do you think suits are dying off? So I just answered on that one. So so these are some beautiful jackets from Loro Piana. So these are quite expensive. These are about $2,150 for a jacket. These are super 150 fabrics. I mean, they feel so light and so beautiful. These fabrics here. Let me show you this one here. It's one of my, this one. This is one of my favorites in this book. You got one right there. That's one of my favorites. I'll show it up really close so you can really see it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful jacket. And you can see the fabric. I mean, look how nice. I mean, if I just put my fingers underneath it, look how nice the fabric is. You could tell how nice and lofty and how light, how light and thin that fabric is. But these are $2,150 for these, for the Loro Piana. That's the top end for a jacket. Jackets otherwise start about $8.95. There's a big selection. And right now, what I really wanted to show you is, the CASHLANA, because the CASHLANA is something brand new. It's something brand new that I came out with. I got to see how this is going to, how this gets into the shot over here. The guy doesn't want to move, right? Come on, bro. What's going on with you? What's going on with you, bro? Right? You don't want to move in the right position. Whoa. Good. There he is. There he is. So this is the CASHLANA. So the CASHLANA, which is what I wanted to show you, and it's on my website now for $4.95, and I have a coupon. If you use CASH100, you could buy it for $3.95. These suits cost me, because a lot of people are wondering, what does it cost? What does it cost? What it costs me to make it. I want people to get into these suits because, $1,000 for a suit, $1,500 for a suit, that's a lot of money for a suit. So in order for people to try something that's nice, of course it's not fully custom. It can't be at that price. It's made to your size. You tell me your size and we'll make it for your size, either in navy blue behind me, in charcoal gray, or in the solid black, which I don't have a sample of right now. But if you want to buy the gray or the navy and you say, look, get me the black, I'll just make you the black one in the plain black. But this is a beautiful fabric. It's the Super 150, 95%, 5% cashmere. It's all hand sewn. It's half canvas. It fits beautifully. Flat front pants. I wanted to show you the pants because we do something new, something interesting in the pants we weren't doing before in some of the other suits. And for $3.95, it's an amazing price. This suit cost me $255. That's what it cost me. So I'm selling it for $3.95. I have to ship it from Italy to here, and then from New York to wherever you are in the U.S. You don't pay for any shipping. I pay for the whole thing. So really not making any money. I just want to get people to start to try these out because they fit so well, and they're beautifully made. So it's really a suit that's really, really, I mean, really worth it. Really worthwhile. Classic Italian tailored suit. 2-button single-breasted, side vents, flap pockets, hand stitching on the lapels, and it's a really beautiful suit. Now here are the pants. I want to show you the inside of the pants because the pants are flat front, of course, so you got no pleats here. And then you have the change pocket. Most companies don't make the change pocket anymore right here. We make the change pocket, although I don't think anybody really uses it anymore. But, we make, I don't know why. When did you get your first suit? I think I was probably 13. I got my first suit. I don't know why when I see you, it just quotes from The Godfather. I make an offer he can't refuse. So this has the change pocket here. And of course you get 2 back pockets that are with the buttons. So these back pockets have a button. It's open right this second. Let me just close it so you'll see the button here. Okay, so there you go. 2 back pockets with the buttons. This is quarter top pocket. You can see the small hand stitches. I don't know if you could see them in the navy blue, but you got hand stitching here. But on the inside is when you look at a pair of pants, you got to look at the inside of the pants. First of all, they're fully lined to the knee, and it also has a crotch lining. So you have this little piece here. See here? This is over the crotch area. So you have the nice crotch lining there. And then this part, look at the waistband. This is a full curtain pleated waistband, right? Lululemon pants cost $140. I have that fabric. I have all that Lululemon fabric in like 10 colors. I can make you a pair of pants or a pair of jeans custom in that Lululemon fabric. It's more money because it's custom. It's $245 and you get it custom made to you. But here's the big difference. What are good. I have that too, that Docker style, that cotton chino. I have it. I have it in twill. I have it in the flat cotton, in all kinds of colors. I could show you all kinds of colors. But, it's not the Docker's price because it's custom. But what's interesting about the Lululemon is that those pants can't be tailored. You can't go to a tailor and say, oh, my Lululemon is too tight, let it out. There's no fabric there. When you make it custom in that fabric, I make it with fabric on the inside so you can do alterations. So if you wear it for a year or two and they get a little tight, or you lose weight and they get loose, you could take it in, you can let it out. You can make changes to those suits. So they take, you can wear them for a more amount of years than going back again to buy another Lululemon and another Lululemon because maybe you changed. But look at this waistband inside the pants. This is the pleated curtain waistband. See the pleat here? And you got a pleat here. And then we added these rubber tacks. You see this? This is rubber on the inside. You have 1, you have 2, and on the other side you have 3. This is the back of the pants right here. There's the back. You have 3, and then you have 4. So what does this rubber do? Anybody know what this rubber does on the inside? He is not my mayor. Okay. I use a factory in Italy that I'm using for many, many years to make all my clothing. This is grip, not for the pants. This is so when you put your shirt in your pants, your shirt doesn't keep pulling out when you're wearing it or you're sitting down or getting up, or maybe you're at an event and you're dancing. Keeps the shirt in and it holds the shirt against the inside so the shirt doesn't keep pulling out. That's what it does, right? These are workhorse details. Yes, sir. And not only that, I don't make with metal clips, right? Right? No metal clips. Look, you see, you have a tab here with a buttonhole. You have another one with a buttonhole. And then you have on the other side, you have 2 buttons here. And then you have a third buttonhole, which is on the inside of where the zipper is. And that goes over here. So when you close your pants, before you close the zipper, you're buttoning on the inside, right? See, like that. Then you're buttoning the first button here with the small tab, right? See, like that. And then you're hiding that button with the small tab when you go over, like this. And then you can do your zipper, and that's how the pants look. That's how the pants look when they're closed. You see, just like that. So there's no metal clip. $400 for a suit out of that quality it's a great price. It's a very good price because I want people to try this out. Because once you get one of these Forget the suit. Why you so handsome? Okay, thank you so much. I love zipper. Yeah, this has a zipper, not button fly. Button fly, wow, totally completely annoying to have a button fly in a suit. It does exist in some very expensive suits, button fly, but not for the American market. Not for the American market at all. This suit that I'm showing you, this is the CASHLANA, brand new. I just came out with it. This is $4.95 on my website, but I have a Cash 10 coupon there. You can save $100 on it just because of this live, $3.95 over there. So, and the reason I don't put the metal clip is because if you ever break that metal clip, it is better to overdress than underdress. Yes, Christian, glad you're here because I want to get to your question from the beginning. I'm sorry. It's better to be a little overdressed. If you don't know, if you're going into some situation, let's say you have a dinner or you have a meeting or you're just meeting some friends, you're not sure where they're going to go, what you're going to be doing. If you have a suit on, you could walk into any situation. Even you could take your tie off. Right, you could walk into any situation you want to go into, right? I buy all my suits at Holden. Don't know that place. Always overdressed. Yeah, I usually always have a suit or a jacket, or I wear a sport jacket with a turtleneck, a pair of jeans, that kind of look. Noah Johnson, thanks for coming in. Magic, thanks for coming in. So that's how it closes. And the reason why there's no metal clip is because when that metal clip, pants with the metal clip in the front, when that clip breaks, you can never fix those pants. You could bring it to a tailor and say, that my metal clip broke. So the tailor's going to put a new metal clip. And you know how much crappy stitching he's going to put on that fabric there? He's going to put stitching on top of stitching on top of stitching on top of stitching. It's going to be horrible looking on the inside. You're not going to see it from the outside, but terrible looking on the inside because the metal clip is done in a factory and a tailor can't do it the same way like a factory does it. It's sewn in a factory with machines. You only sell for Italy and Spain? Yes, I make shoes in Spain, and all the other clothing is made in Italy. That's right. I also make shirts in Spain, but I'm just trying a new company starting this year that's in Italy also for shirts, which I like very much. They're doing a very nice job, and I have beautiful scarves also. Scarves made in Italy, and they're not even on the website. The scarves in 100% silk and silk and cashmere. I have a few left still. Italian suits. Well, that's not Italian suits, I hate to tell you. No such thing as Italian suits for $199. It just doesn't exist. I tell guys when they're buying a suit to wear it with a nice sports shirt and wear the suit. Yeah, you could wear a nice sports shirt. I don't know how the pattern goes. You could wear a sports shirt. But when you have a suit on, I do make the custom shoes. If you saw on my website, all those shoes that you see there can all be customized. So if you see a pair of shoes in the photo, certainly you could buy it as in the photo. And those are all shoes that we've made for people, by the way. And we took pictures of them after they were made. But you can customize anything you see on those shoes. You could change the color. You could change the material. You could change the piping details. You can make it patina. You can make it burnished. You could put rubber on the bottom, different color leathers on the bottom. You can even put a picture of your mother-in-law on the bottom. You could step on her face every time you're walking. I could do that too. Put a picture of your mother-in-law on the bottom of the shoe. Hartshafter and Marks, they made suits for many, many years, but they're not around anymore at all. Who sells it? I don't know. I don't know who makes it. They make it, but what is it? There's nothing in America that's made made well anywhere. What are the others? Suit Supply, they copy the Italian design. They use all Italian fabric. They copy, and it's all made in the PRC. Who knows what the PRC is? Found some at a thrift store. That's why I was asking. Oh, okay. Who knows what the PRC? The PRC, that's where Suit Supply is made, at the PRC. Let me show you this. This is something new. This is something very new. What does that say? What? Hey, look here, Paul. Either you buy me a what and tune, or you and your family. Okay, what? Look here, Paul. Either you buy me a what and tune. I don't know what that means. Puerto Rico. Hello, Puerto Rico. Prefer the British dandy style. Oh, you like the British style. Okay. Doesn't Peerless hold Heart's trademark? Maybe they do. Peerless is a Canadian company. Downpipe and tune. Okay. Oh, automotive stuff. All right. Talking about downpipe and tune. All right. Automotive. Got it. You want to move to Italy. Okay. Thank you for joining. Baking Bulgarian, thank you for joining. And DJ, thank you for joining. So this was something very new in a scarf here. 2-button versus 3-button occasion. 3-button is not happening at all anymore. Hasn't been for quite a while. Everything is 2-button, although double-breasted is becoming more and more popular. I made a few last year. I made a few more already this fall, winter. Double-breasted getting more and more important. In Italy, it's only double-breasted. Everybody, if you look at the Pitti Uomo hashtag or look it up online, you'll see all the fashion from Italy from this past January going forward. Double-breasted coats, double-breasted suits, double-breasted jackets. I like 3-piece suits for anybody. I like 3-piece in the fall, winter, not in the summertime. It's too hot with a vest. I don't like 3-button either with the rollover 3-button. I never really liked it. I never liked it. Tie material is only silk, although there are ties made out of wool. There are ties made out of cashmere, which you have to have the right suit for that because it has to go. You know, a wool tie or a cashmere tie is a thicker with a lot of texture, and you got to have a winter suit with that. You can't wear a lightweight, summery looking suit with a heavy wool cashmere or wool tie. It doesn't go together. So something flannelly or wool cashmere you could wear with that. I'm a suit guy, Miller Clark. I make custom suits in Italy, all Italian fabric. Do you only have charcoal and navy? The CASHLANA is charcoal and navy and black. Those three. The black one, I didn't have a sample yet ready to take a photograph, but if you wanted to buy one of the navy or the gray, if you do, it's the same price, and you say, just send me the black one, we'll just make a black one for you, that's all. But it only comes those three because of the price. You know, I have a salmon color suit, the beautiful one. Absolutely, I could show it to you. It's a beautiful color. Give me a minute, I got a book, I'll show you that salmon color if I can get it. Sean Anthony, nice to see you here, Sean Anthony. Peleg, nice to see you. Lost, where should I wear a suit? Wherever you want to wear it. Nice to go out to dinner with a suit on, a birthday party, wedding, of course. You might have to wear a suit or a tux. This is a new type of silk. This is a scarf. Linen suits I love. You want to see the linen book? I'll show you the linen book. I got beautiful. I got every color. Got 2 different types of linen. I'll show you two in a minute. Should I get my cheap black suit tailored? It's kind of cheap, but I love it. Well, I mean, if you don't need to wear, you work in hospitality. So, I mean, my suit would be perfect for you. For $395, that suit, you're going to love that suit. So you're like a concierge at the hotel or you're at the registration at the hotel. That's like the perfect suit for that. It's a workhorse. You could wear it every day, every other day. Switch off with another suit. I don't have zoot suits, but I got this. It's not a zoot suit, but I got something like this. Loss. How would you like that one? Right? You like that suit? Double-breasted with the white pinstripe. Right? Your GM at a resort, right? So, you have this. This is the 100%. This is interesting. This looks like cashmere, feels like cashmere, but this is 100% silk, right? It's a new weave of silk that feels like cashmere. So this was new for this fall winter. It's about 6 feet long, right? It's 12 inches wide. And, sorry, I knocked the microphone. And you just wear it just like that. You wrap it around and you wear it just like this, you know, and it's really, really nice against the neck, just like that. I mean, it's gorgeous. It comes in this color. This is the natural. This is the taupe. It comes in charcoal gray and it comes in black. I only have one of each left from this season. Are 3-piece suits a thing? No, they're not a thing of the past. 3-piece suits are now, but you got to only wear them in the fall, winter. Did the PayPal merchant thing ever get resolved? Flush it down, LOL. Oh, yeah, the PayPal. Well, no, it doesn't get resolved because, you know, PayPal, they keep the money. They tell you, that's it. We don't, you know, they keep the fee. They don't refund anything, PayPal. The customer gets his money back. The customer gets what he's supposed to get. But me as the merchant, I lose on that fee, getting a small portion back. I lose it. It was, not a big deal. It was $30, but it's the whole principle of the thing. You know, when you give a small refund, you should be getting part of that fee back. And PayPal says, no, we don't give the fee back. So there's no resolving it. I have a purple suit. If you want to see purple fabric, I have it. I do have purple fabric. I want to show you the linen. Let me get the linen. I want to show you the linen. And I want to show you the linen. Linen. Okay, here we go. Someone asked for linen, right? So these are 2 different books here. Here's the linen. I love recommendations on purple salmon. Okay, I'll show you. So here's the linen. This is 100% linen, all different colors in linen. And you have off-white, white, camel, tan, pale gray, dark gray, navy blue, royal blue, baby blue. There's beautiful hunter green in linen. There's lime green. How about the lime green? I mean, this is great in a sport jacket or even a pair of pants. This is 100% linen. I mean, look at the linen. You could see how nice that linen is, right? And then I sold this one, and a couple people bought this in a pair of shorts, walking shorts. Would love recommendations on okay, good. Love the linen. Yeah, the linen is gorgeous. Well, navy blue is a classic to always have in the closet. That's why I went with the CASHLANA, starting with charcoal and navy. That's what people like to wear, especially you want to wear it to work. You want to wear it to a party. Well, no, super 150s, not 100s. I have 150s. And by the way, I have coming also soon, I have a whole book like this coming of super 200 with cashmere. You ever see super 200 with cashmere? I mean, I've seen it. I don't know what the price is yet, but it's going to be a gorgeous fabric. Super 200 with cashmere. That's coming. So, and now here, I got these are the seersucker. But of course, you have the classic seersucker with the stripes. The very rare one is this one. They like this in Italy, the red seersucker in the red. But what was very popular, and I think it's going to be popular again, is the solid color seersucker. God damn, I need a suit. Yeah, I made a suit for, not a suit, I made a jacket. Yeah, I like pocket squares. If you look at my website, I have a lot of nice, beautiful ones. Not too many left, but I have some nice ones. I can't reach them right now, but I have quite a lot of nice, interesting ones that are like conversation pieces, like the Las Vegas Strip on a pocket square. Some Art Deco themes on a pocket square. I have those sort of things. I like the seersuckers for shirts. Yes. Seersucker cotton. This is stretch cotton. The solid colors in seersucker. Look, this is a solid color. It's seersucker. You see that? But without the stripe. So it's not. It's a solid color for suits or for jackets. So you have a lot of nice colors. You have off-white. You have tans. You have burgundy. You have green. You have brown. So now let me show you this new linen. This is a new type of linen. This is called dynamic linen. Now, dynamic linen is woven in a little different way. It's still wrinkles, but not as much. So this is dynamic linen. A lot of nice colors here. Here's the purple. There's the purple linen. Might not look as purple on the screen, but this is lavender purple. These are nice for sport coats, and you can make this unlined, right? Half lining or no lining in the jacket. Very lightweight. Get it all wrinkled up in the summer, wrinkle up in the elbows, wrinkle across the back, right? It's like a plummy, exactly. Really nice as a whole suit or as just a jacket, wear a linen sports shirt underneath, maybe white linen pants, wear the lavender jacket. That's how I see it, right? What is your preference, Style Biella versus Carnet? I mean, Carnet is expensive. I like Style Biella because, their prices are very reasonable, right? Very reasonable stuff they have. Style Biella. Sam Sashuni, right? And this was a very popular one for me. This blue. This sold very well in jackets and in suits. This sort of like denim blue in linen. It looks like denim, but it's linen. What do you mean by button-up suits? Suits that button all the way up with like a Nehru collar? I mean, I can make it. I'm making a suit for a guy now. He saw a suit in the Giorgio Armani store on 66 in Madison Avenue. The big Armani store there where they built the condos on top? They just built a whole high-rise, the Armani condos on top of the store on 66 in Madison. Pinstripe for a prom? Yeah, why not? I think pinstripe for a prom is cool. Everybody's going to be wearing something else, MTM or bespoke? I mean, what I do bespoke. We make a pattern for everybody, and then we keep that pattern. And if your measurements change, we change that pattern for the next time. I have customers that just could pick from the fabrics, and I don't measure them anymore. They just pick and they say that, or I email them something, or they say I need a suit, or I tell them there's some fabrics on sale. They say send me the colors. They pick what they want. I don't even see them. I make the suit, and then I see them when the suit comes in. Starting price for the custom is $1,250. Is starting price and there's a big selection in that price range between $1,250 and $1,450 is a lot to look at in that price range. Then you go $1,650, $1,850. Laura Piana, $2,950. I was going to show you something else. What was I going to show you? I don't remember. Anyway, so Yeah, that's for me for bespoke that I make. I make bespoke. I don't do made to measure because the CASHLANA suit that I was talking about earlier, which is the one that's 495. That's more like a made to measure. I'm making your size. Also, you could pick the lining. I can make you a custom lining. I can make you a lining. I just made a lining for somebody, but I gave him the suit already. It's on my TikTok account. I made a lining. The whole lining was the U.S. flag with the United States Constitution, "We the People," and Donald Trump with that photograph from the attempted assassination, all on the lining of the jacket in a panorama from front to back. It came out. It was amazing. We did it in a navy blue suit. Well, the president, he wears Brioni. He wears beautiful suits. He wears Brioni. He's a bigger guy. They fit him nicely for a guy his size. He must be, European size. He must be 58 or 60 long, must be his size. And he looks like he's wearing a new shirt every day. I don't think he cleans his shirts. I think he just takes a new one, and every day he's got a new shirt on. I love that bat-like king. It's slaying. Oh, you like my backlight? Yeah, why does somebody want to look just a plain, ugly-looking thing? It's just a little interesting, right? It's a little artistic, a little artistic. A little artistic. And I made a beautiful raincoat, too. I made a beautiful unlined. You want to see this raincoat? You're going to love this raincoat that I made. Best label houses for wool. Well, my personal favorite, Talia di Delfino, is one of my personal favorites. I also like Drago. I have 6 books coming from them for this spring, summer. And I also like the Rada. I got the Rada. I put it down. But the Rada has also very beautiful fabric if you pick the right books. You got to pick the right books. What's your tip for someone trying to wear suits more? Well, start with the basics. You should have a navy and a charcoal. Black for a lot of people is severe. I don't say get black right away. But navy, charcoal, then move into maybe some pinstripes. Get a gray stripe, a navy stripe. Then you can go with semi-solid. Small little checks are very nice. And then you can go for plaids, muted plaids that are not too bold. Then when you get a nice selection of things that you could say, hey, look, I got to go here or there, and any suit you could pick out, then maybe you want to get to I'll get a winter suit. And then maybe I'll get a summer suit where you're more limited in where you're going to wear it, right? And then after that, you could go crazy. Let me get something that's weird or something that's unusual. When you pick stuff that's unusual, let me show you the suit that I made. Let me see if I can grab it here. And I'll grab the raincoat too, because the raincoat is awesome. Let me show you the suit that I made. Look at this suit, how this suit came out. Charcoal gray, right? Look at the brown pinstripes. Not pinstripes, they're wider stripes. Charcoal with the wide stripes with a chalk stripe. This is a great looking suit. It's a gorgeous suit. So you see something like this, right? Something like this, I'll tell you, is something that's different. And when it's different, it's timeless. You could wear this anywhere and it always fits in no matter where, no matter when, and no matter where you go because it's so unusual, right? Look how unusual that is. And the buttons, you have to see the buttons because the buttons, I put the Carrozzo buttons, the real horn buttons on this. Let me show you the buttons. These are the real horn buttons. So you do like this country style button as opposed to like plain brown. You do something more unusual with like a marbleized horn. And of course, it's real working buttonholes, right? I only wash the suits if it gets dirty. Otherwise, I don't clean them at all. This is a winter suit. When the spring comes, I'm not going to wear it anymore. It's going to hang in the closet for months and months. If I want, I might clean it before I start wearing it for the next season. So, once or twice a season, right? What watch is beautiful? What's the model? Which watch? Oh, this is Piaget. So this is very unusual, very different. And of course, the inside, I did a very different lining. I did a very, very different lining on the inside. I did this sort of like brown iridescent lining. And I also do the peninsula pockets, just like on the CASHLANA. Just like the suit that's $395 that I'm introducing tonight, the CASHLANA. It has the same sort of construction, although this is custom and the CASHLANA is made to your size. That's the whole difference between the two. You know, and let me show you this raincoat because this was a great seller. I sold maybe 50 of these. From your perspective, why is it important to always dress appropriate? Because you could fit into any situation. You know, you make it. You mean the suits? Yes, I make the suits. That's what I do. My company is Suit Cafe. That's the name of all my social media. So if you Google Suit Cafe, you'll see all my social media accounts will come out. Zonex, thanks for coming. Brent, thanks for the question. Thanks for coming. Why is that a winter? It's a winter suit because it's flannel. It's a heavier wool. It's called flannel. I mean, it's not that heavy. It's a Super 120 flannel, but it has a flannel finish. It's called a mill finish. Maybe it's hard to see, but it looks a little wintry. You know, it's not flat finish. It has a little wind. Same with the suit that I'm wearing right now. This is also navy blue flannel chalk stripe. So it has a heavier, soft, heavier finish. I just got sticky bucks. What could I get? I don't know. I don't know how those things work on here. Thought about double breasted for the prom. On top of that pinstriping, you could wear DB. DB is very popular, starting to get very popular again. I said before in Italy, everything is double breasted now in Italy. Suits and jackets and coats. Everybody wearing double breasted. Everybody. How long it takes to make a suit? It takes like a custom, like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. The CASHLANA is much faster, 7 to 10 days is the CASHLANA. Do you dress this way? Well, no, I don't dress this way. If I'm seeing customers, I always have a suit on. I always never go to a customer without a suit. I always wear a suit and a tie. I always have a suit and a tie when I see customers, always. Let me show you this raincoat here. I'm interested. How do I get with I don't know what you mean. The CASHLANA, like I have? I don't know what the Kalina is. Maybe, did you mean CASHLANA? How many suits do you make a week? You know, it all depends. It's all different. Favorite tie knot is the one I make. It's a simple one, just round once and through. It's a very clean, simple knot that stays all day. You could look at my, on my Instagram, I have this knot. I showed how I do it. What type of collar do you recommend? The French cuff, yes or no? Well, if you like to wear cufflinks, wear French cuff. I don't wear French cuff unless it's like a real special occasion. Because it's annoying and they get dirty. That fold over, it gets very dirty and you can't clean it. You know, once you get that dirt on that crease, you can throw the shirt in the garbage. Okay, got my attention. What's the most expensive suit you've sold? 12,500. It's not the biggest sale. It's the most expensive single piece of a suit, not single piece I've sold. If you want to see the most expensive single piece, I have a YouTube video. I just made it like a couple of months ago because I made a beautiful Loro Piana black cashmere overcoat. And inside was a full mink lining in black with a removable mink collar. That coat was 20 grand, and it's on my YouTube channel. I do an unboxing of all the clothing that comes in for customers. Before I give it to the customers, I do an unboxing on YouTube. So you could see that coat on YouTube, and it was a big coat because it's a big guy, and he's very tall, like 6'4", and it fit him great, and it had a belt, and we made extra buttons down the front, but you couldn't see the buttons because it was a fly front, right? I could use Vicuna, but you know the price. A Vicuna coat is $40,000. I can make suits out of Vicuna too. I use the Vicuna from Piacenza. Do you know Piacenza? Piacenza is the competition to Loro Piana, but Piacenza is a better price, and I like it better. Honestly, I like it better. But yes, Vicuna is very nice. In cognac, in navy, in black. Beautiful, beautiful fabric. Beautiful fabric. So this is Poopy Pants. Thanks for joining. Nice name. This is the navy blue. This is the navy blue raincoat, single-breasted, water repellent, right? And what's nice about this is inside is nothing. No lining, no shoulder pads, no lining in the sleeves. It's super lightweight. It doesn't weigh anything. It's the perfect raincoat to travel with. It's a raincoat just because it's water repellent, but you could wear it any day. I mean, you can't wear it in the dead of winter because you're going to be freezing. But if you want to go traveling and you need something, you're not sure what the weather's going to be, how do you get into this business? I was born into this business. My father was born into this business. So I've been in the clothing business my entire life. David, nice for coming. Thank you. Dude, please go to sleep. What I got to go to sleep for? What time is it? Oh, it's 2:15. It's getting late. I love that kind of story. Yes. So, yeah, 1908, my great-grandfather opened his first men's store on 14th Street and 7th Avenue in New York City. He sold secondhand clothes. Thank you for it's a sharp suit and tie. Appreciate that. I've had it on since 9:30 this morning, and it's 2:15 in the morning. So, oh my God, I thought you were Vince. Yeah, I get Vince McMahon. I get Gavin Newsom. I get a couple of those things. Yes, NYC, legal superhero. The slick hair back did it for me. Yeah, I've been wearing this hairstyle a long time. I got many, many, many years like this. I actually. Are people out all? Yeah, there's people out all the time in New York City. All the time there's people out. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. Let me tell you. You want to be in. So this raincoat, it's only 95 centimeters long, which means it's above the knee, just above the knee. It covers any suit jacket. You can get 24/7 food. Yeah, you can call up. You can go to the corner store. You can get stuff. What do you like doing fun for hobbies? I like photography. But what's nice about this, and I'm going to show you right now, Suit Legend never sleeps. Here we go. This is what you do with this raincoat. You roll it up in a ball. This is the whole raincoat. Okay? You put this in your glove box in your car or your backpack or your briefcase, or you just put it in a shopping bag and leave it there. Now, I really made this for the summer because, in the summertime, you get thunderstorms, especially in New York. Late afternoon, it's hot, humid, you get thunderstorms, it's raining heavy, and you go out and your whole suit gets completely soaked. And if you're wearing linen or you're wearing cotton, right away, as soon as water gets on that, it goes, it spreads out really quick. You need something just to protect your clothing. My website is, you're an attorney. Nice. Suitcafe.com is my website. I have a few things on there, but you could always contact me through there and we could talk about anything you want, about any clothing at all. My sister lives in LA in the Westwood area. No wrinkles. This does not wrinkle at all. You can sit in the car. You could drive in the car with it. I wore this all the way through November here in New York because it's a perfect thing for even a cool day that you don't need a coat yet, but you just want to put something extra on because of your suit. It's great to see you. What are the odds? Would love to catch up. Seth and Rachel. Seth and Rachel in New Jersey? If you enter New Jersey, I know exactly who it is. Seth and Rachel. This raincoat, you leave it in a bag and you leave it there. Yep, so I know who it is. Nice to see you guys too. I see you on Facebook. At least I see Rachel, I think, on Facebook. So let's catch up. No problem. Let's catch up. Absolutely. We should go out sometime. So this raincoat, when you unpack it, you just unroll it, and guess what? It doesn't wrinkle at all. And it has a little bit of a stretch to it also. And I wore this all the time. And if anybody travels, this is the perfect thing for traveling. It's amazing for traveling. What's the most the guy spent on your clothes in one sale? $66,000. $66,000 is the most one guy spent in one sitting. Okay. This raincoat is $695. That's what I sell this raincoat for, $695. Are you putting that raincoat on sale? If anybody wants to buy this raincoat, you send me a DM and you say, I saw you on TikTok Live. I don't have this. Do I have this on the website? I might have it on the website. I don't remember. I'll make you a special price for this raincoat. Okay? If anybody, it takes like 10, 15 days. This is custom. This has to be made for you. So this has to be made for you. Would love that. How can I reach you? Send me an email. You can send me an email. hello@suitcafe.com. I'll get it. My email, hello@suitcafe.com. I see you're on TikTok. You must be looking at a lot of men's clothing if you got me on a live because the algorithm works on TikTok. That's for sure. Ever sell to anybody famous? Yeah, a few times I sold to some famous people. I used to sell to, going back quite a few years. Are suits not worn as much? No, there are more suits being worn now than ever. Of course, it depends where you live. If you're in Miami, I don't think there's many people wearing suits in Miami. But in New York, great. What's your name? My name is Phil. If you go on my website, you'll see my name. Look at the about, and you'll read all about my history right there, and you'll see my name. You'll see everything right there on the website. And you can contact me right through the website too, or hello@suitcafe.com. And I answer everybody, even on my YouTube channel. Dan Pena, how you doing? Even on my YouTube channel, when I get comments, I answer every single comment. If you go on there, there's not one comment out of thousands of comments. over many years that are not answered. So I answer everybody. I don't make anybody wait. I don't like waiting. So everybody gets answered right away. Right away, people get answered from me. And people say, don't answer right away. Make people pretend you're busy. Don't answer the phone so fast. I don't answer the phone at all anyhow. That's for sure not I don't answer the phone. But unless I see someone that I know, then I answer. But Giovanni De Rarigo, thank you for coming in here. Mason, thank you for coming. Good to meet you. Thank you so much. Legal Superhero Tony. Appreciate that. I'll make you some beautiful, beautiful suit that everybody's going to ask you where you got it. But you want to know something? You're not going to want to tell anybody where you got it, which is bad for me because you're not going to want all your friends buying from me. But I'll tell you what I did from quite a few customers. And I did this when they gave a recommendation, they said, oh, go see my friend or go see my attorney or go see somebody that I know because you made nice suits for me. I want you to make suits for him. Whatever I sold to that person, I took out of the collection so they couldn't pick the same thing. So for sure they didn't buy the same thing. So I do that for people. And also I have customers that buy gifts for people. I want to make a jacket for a friend, call my friend up, I'll pay. I want to make a suit for somebody, in my community. They don't have a good suit. I want to make it for them. So go see them and I'll pay. That happened with the governor of Texas, Governor Greg Abbott. Somebody who knew me, knew somebody else. I got a call from Texas. I want to make a jacket for the governor as a gift. So that happened also. I made a jacket for the governor of Texas. So those things happen. Will you fly to Washington? You mean Washington State or Washington, D.C.? Oh, who do you sell that was very famous? Do salespeople wear a lot of suits? Salespeople? I guess it depends what you sell. Anyway, this raincoat is fantastic, especially if you're in the city, a bus or a train. It's a great thing to have. And it only comes in black. It only comes in navy. But somebody asked me to make one in black in Brooklyn. And I also have the black fabric now. So this could be made in black also. So I put that on the side now. What the hell was I saying? Will I come to Washington? If you want to get a bunch of friends together and you think you might spend $10,000 or $20,000, I'll bring the collection to Washington. I could do it. But do you mean across the country? What is the average cost of a full custom? I would say average is $1,450 to $1,650. They start at $1,250. You can go as high as $3,000, $4,000 if you wanted to. You don't have to. I need a durable city coat living in Chicago. I have beautiful coats. I can make you a wool cashmere. I can make you a pea coat if you want it not too long to get around the city. Just a thigh length that can make you above the knee, 100 centimeters or so. That's right about the knee length, which is nice for every day getting around. It's cold in Chicago. I can make you that length coat with a mink lining inside, and it could be removable. So the mink is on the inside. Nobody will see it. Nobody will bother you with the fur, but you'll be very warm. And then when the weather starts to change around a little and the mink is a little too heavy, you could take the mink out and leave it at home. I pay $800. Well, it depends what it is. $800 is a custom suit made in China. So it all depends what it is. Be my dad, please. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Wonderful. Yeah, I can make you a beautiful alpaca coat. I have one, a double-breasted alpaca is a very nice fabric. It's cheaper than cashmere. It's just as warm. It's a little hairy. It's got that little longer hair looking. Comes in nice colors and it's warm. But the most important part about alpaca and cashmere is that it's lightweight on your body. It doesn't weigh anything on your body. You put on the coat and you don't feel heavy. You ever have a coat on? You're like, oh my God, this coat is the whole day is heavy on the coat on my back. No, that's not what this is. The coat is not heavy on your body. You look smart. You look sharp. I can't show it to you now because I don't have it up here. But the alpaca is beautiful. It comes in brown, comes in rust, comes in ocean blue, which is the color that I have. It's like a bluish greenish. Very nice color. People stop me on the street because I make the alpaca. It's in the polo coat. Do you know the polo coat? With the cuff on the sleeve and the half belt in the back and the wide patch pockets. It's the polo coat, right? How much are shirts? Nikki Billy, shirts start at $175. There's a big selection at $175 to $195 for shirts. Good, right? Not in sweats. Yeah, no, not in sweats. Of course not. I got the pants. People say you don't have the pants on. I got the suit pants on. Come on, I'm wearing the whole suit here. Yeah, you can't go halfway, right? What price do the suits start at? They really start $1,150 is where they start for the custom. Although the CASHLANA, which is what I released just today, that's the navy blue suit behind me. I showed the jacket before. That's not custom. That's made to your size. That I'm selling for $495. That's the Super 150 wool with cashmere. It's a beautifully made suit. If you don't need full custom and you just want solid color, like you're just starting out, or you need a good suit in the closet, that's the suit to get. Or you need a suit to wear every day or every other day, a real workhorse, that's the one. You don't have to spend $1,000. Spend $395. There's a coupon thing over there. Cash 100 is the coupon to get $100 off for a short time, just while I'm releasing it. So what price? Yeah, so $11.50. I got bamboo in shirts, not in suits, but I'll have it in the summer in sport jackets. Bamboo. You don't want to make a suit out of bamboo because the pants are going to rub out. It's too delicate for pants. But I do have bamboo in shirts, and they're nice. They feel like silk. I do have beautiful bamboo shirts. Patrick Bateman. I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, so the shirts are very nice. I mean, really nice. There's twills, there's tick weaves, there's do you have many colors for the CASHLANA? Only comes in 3 colors. Right now on the website it's navy and charcoal gray, but I do have black, but it wasn't available yet for the photography. But if you buy navy or gray but you want black, just put a note in there on the checkout, say I want the black one, and I'll just make you the black one. It takes about 10 days. Pica Piedra. Brioni is gorgeous. I mean, who doesn't like Brioni? Brioni is beautiful. About $5,000 for a suit, all handmade. I love Brioni. It's one of my favorite brands of all time. It's probably that Brioni is the standard. It was always in the 1970s and 80s and 90s. It was always known Brioni. That's the standard for handmade. It's it's the shape is always nice, strong, very strong collar. I mean, strong shoulder. That's the real Roman shape, not like down south in Naples, where everything is soft and everything is manica camicia. You know manica camicia? Manica camicia is when you have the pleats. Over here, it looks all wrinkled. Americans don't get that. Italians get it, the wrinkled shoulder. But you show that to an American guy, you put a suit on it, and this is all wrinkled. He goes, "What are you doing to me? I'm all wrinkled." They don't get that. But that's the style down in the south, in the Naples area. New drop coming. Yes, the new drop is the CASHLANA. It is here behind me in the navy, and I have the gray. I put it down. This is the charcoal gray. This is a beauty. The charcoal gray, that's the charcoal in the CASHLANA. All hand-picked, stitched on the lapel, on the breast pocket. Beautiful kissing buttons on the sleeves. This is made to the size. So we can make any size in this, made to the size. It's not custom. It's not bespoke, this one. But this is for somebody just starting out. I was on the Whatnot app. I did a 1-hour Whatnot before I came on TikTok. And a Whatnot is, if you don't know Whatnot, it's a selling app. Everybody's selling. Everything is about sell, right? So it's not like TikTok where you have a nice conversation and you get feedback. Everybody's looking to get a deal. And most people on there, what they're selling are T-shirts with holes in it. Or they're selling old Louis Vuitton that they bought in Marshall's or some swap meet that has like some scratches, and they show you it's got a scratch or it's got a dent, and they're selling it at whatever. Tom Brady wears Tom Ford. Now, if you saw Tom Brady at the Super Bowl, how many saw Tom Brady at the Super Bowl? I didn't like what he was wearing at all. I mean, Tom Ford is nice. That's not what I didn't like. He wore, how do you get rid of wrinkles? Well, you got to have your suit pressed. But if you look at my YouTube video, how to fold a suit for your luggage without wrinkles, you'll learn how to fold a suit jacket, and you won't have wrinkles anymore when you travel in luggage or when you just store your suits if you want. You won't have wrinkles in them. I liked his, well, come on. He wore the Jacob & Company, the billionaire. That's $3 million. And he wore the one with the yellow diamonds. It was gorgeous, no question. Jacob Arabo, which is Jacob & Company, his name is Jacob Arabo. Before he was big, he came to my store on 49th and 5th Avenue. I was on 5th between 49th and 49th. He was on 47th Street in a booth. When he was first starting out, he used to come across the street and he used to buy sport jackets in my store all the time. I had a Russian guy, young Russian guy, kid in his 20s. He became a salesman in the store. He worked his way up. He started selling. He came in from the store and he spoke English and Russian, and he wanted a job. Had no experience in clothing at all. I said, sure. I gave him a job, and I said, look, all you could sell is shirts and ties. Get used to the shirts and the ties, and you can work your way up. If you get a customer who wants to buy a suit, you have to give it over to one of the other salesmen because you don't really know how to sell suits. It's different than selling a shirt and a tie. Shirt and a tie, you have to have a little taste level. You got to be able to match things. But when you sell a suit, it's different. It's about the fit. You got to know about the fabric, why things are different prices. So he started with the shirts and ties, and Jacob Arabo came, and he started with him, and he started selling him sport coats. And he used to buy a lot of sport coats from me all the time. He probably won't even remember. It was back in the 1990s. But that was way back when. So what are we doing? What are we doing? So yeah, so look, Paul Newman used to come into the store on Madison Avenue. He wasn't really a customer, but his entertainment attorney was in the building, and he used to come down and wait inside the store for his car and his driver to come to pick him up to bring him back home to Connecticut. And then going way back, yeah, Pat Riley, I get that too sometimes. Pat Riley. Was Paul chill? Yeah, yeah, very nice guy. He said he walks in, he goes, "You mind if I wait over here a few minutes?" That's exactly what he said. "You mind if I wait here a few minutes?" I said, "No, no problem." And we knew, of course, everybody knows who he is. We didn't bother him. We didn't try to sell him anything. We asked him if he wanted to come and sit down. We brought him over a chair. He said, "No, no, I'm okay standing." He just stood by the door on the inside waiting for his car. Because, if he stands on the sidewalk, it's 51st and Madison Avenue, right? How long does it take to walk from 49 to 48? It takes 20 seconds, 30 seconds from one corner to the other corner. So, what was I going to say? So if you watch an old movie, I was a kid, you know the movie Kramer versus Kramer with Dustin Hoffman? What didn't you like about Tom Brady's? Oh, I didn't like the color. The suit was nice. It's Tom Ford. It fits nicely. It's made in the Zegna factory. Every guy who wears Tom Ford is wearing the same suit. 2-button, single-breasted with the peak lapel. I have one. It's my own, though, but the same design with the ticket pocket. They all have the same thing. They're all wearing the same thing. Even Tom Hanks at the SNL 50 was wearing the same thing. Same suit, different color. Anyway, he was wearing plain charcoal gray and a black tie. I mean, it's football. It's fun. It's interesting. He's doing a lot of talking. He just wore something so drab. I mean, a charcoal gray, like he's a banker. He's not a banker. And we had those watches on. He should have worn something that would complement those watches more, as opposed to plain charcoal. Should have worn something a little more snazzy, I thought, Dustin Hoffman in The Graduate. Yes, Dustin Hoffman in The Graduate. But this is not Dustin Hoffman in The Graduate. I like the movie. Yeah, Bronx Tale, good movie. And I love the clothes in American Gangster. And, of course, in Suits. By the way, Harvey Specter wore all Tom Ford. That's all the same suit. That single-breasted peak lapel with ticket pockets. All the same suit. So, Kramer versus Kramer, Dustin Hoffman, right in the beginning of the movie. If you get to go on YouTube, if they have a clip of like the first scene in the movie, he's telling a story to maybe his boss about a friend of his who tells him in New York City, when you get your first big paycheck, you got to go right away and buy a Burberry raincoat on Madison Avenue, right? And Dustin Hoffman goes into the story. So I got my paycheck. It was like $800. And I go on Madison Avenue, and I'm walking down Madison Avenue. I get to like 51st. I don't know if he told the exact street. And I go into this men's clothing store, and I ask for a Burberry raincoat. And they give me the raincoat, and the coat was like $900. He says, "Oh my God, I'm going to spend so much money on a coat." But his friend told him he's got to have a Burberry when he gets into business in New York City. And he bought the coat, and he was so nervous about spending that much money on a coat. That first scene story was true. Dustin Hoffman, as a person, himself, did go into my father's store on 51st and Madison, where I worked for many years. He did buy a Burberry raincoat in that store. That was a true story. Governor Newsom, yes, I'm not governor yet. I'm in New York, so I'm not the governor yet. Not yet, not yet. So that was a true story. Then I had Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson came in the 1980s. He bought some things also. And MC Hammer, remember him? Can't touch this. Do. Can't touch this. He came with like a whole entourage of people. What suit did Louis wear when he got promoted to partner? Oh, Louis Litt wore Brioni. He always wore Brioni in that show. He was wearing Brioni, and Harvey Specter was wearing Tom Ford. That's actually cool, dude. Thank you so much. Mr. Marks, hey Papa, is your suits all Italian? Yes, everything all Italian. Yeah, don't play. That's right. Don't play. He's a real one. That's right. Yes, all Italian made. Fabric made in Italy, construction made in Italy, everything made in Italy. That's what I do. I make suits and I sell custom-made suits for, I'm in the clothing business for 35 years already. My family's been in it over 100 years here in New York. Oh, I actually had a store in New Jersey too for a short time. I had a store in New Jersey. My store was in Riverside Square Shopping Center. If anybody, I don't know if it's still called the same thing, but I had a store there in Riverside Square for a short time. What's the best suit I could buy and which brand? Well, if you want to buy from me, I make custom. You could buy from me. If you want to buy off the rack, go and buy a Canali suit off the rack. That's the best fitting suit, best construction for the money that you can buy. You probably wind up spending just under 2,000 around that price. I can make you a custom made for under 2,000, where you could pick the fabric. We could do a lot of custom items, custom things, and get it to you custom. How is Tom Ford? Tom Ford's a beautiful suit, no question. Well, nothing to not like about Tom Ford, except everybody who wears Tom Ford is wearing the same exact style suit. Everybody's wearing the same thing. That's why they're so recognizable when somebody's wearing it, because you see that suit and you go, oh, that's Tom Ford. But they're nice, no question. What suit did investor wear that Lewis rented to and got told his suit cost more than Lewis? I don't remember that scene. I don't remember. Any advice on to develop a personal style and how to recognize quality? So your tie, like American version, that Indian guy in Hong Kong? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's. I know who you're talking about. I saw him on Instagram or TikTok. That's all made in China. You go there and they say, can you build a bulletproof suit like John Wick? Can I build a bulletproof suit? I don't know. If I found Kevlar, I can make a Kevlar suit maybe, right? You want to make it out of Kevlar? What suit did Mike wear? I don't know what he was wearing, Mike. I don't know that he was wearing anything too fancy, because they gave him a very skinny suit with very narrow lapels. They didn't want him to look as established, because he wasn't, as Harvey Specter. Harvey Specter was the established guy. Louis Litt was like established corporate guy. That's why they gave him Brioni with a very strong shoulder. You like Paul Smith and Paul Stewart. Well, Paul Stewart, everything in Paul Stewart is private label. That's what you got to understand. That's how they started. So Paul Stewart, the whole store is their own label. So they buy from a lot of companies. Like I could buy from some of the same companies, but I might have the factory label on it. Like Paul Stewart has beautiful pajamas. You ever look at the pajamas in their catalog? Silk robes with the shawl collar, beautiful matching pajama sets. That company makes gorgeous silk stuff. I forgot the name of the company. It's Dilamiti, something like that. I used to buy silk scarves from them, and Paul Stewart would be sitting next to me buying the pajamas. Except the pajamas only could carry the Paul Stewart label. They don't put the company label on there. It only has to be Paul Stewart. So that's how the business works. Everybody wants to use the best companies that are out there. If you could afford to use those companies, everybody wants to use the best. So that's what happens. That's why Tom Ford uses the Zegna factory to make his suit. Tom Ford doesn't own a factory. I'm Jordan Belfort. I don't know what Jordan Belfort is wearing. He was on TV on like Fox News the other day. I have no clue what he's wearing. How much are the PJ? They're expensive. They're very expensive. I don't know what they are today, but they're a lot of money. You can go on Paul Stewart, look up their pajamas. They must be $700-800 a pair of pajamas, I'm sure. In the silk, not in the cotton, in the silk. What should the minimum budget be for a quality suit? I mean, you want real quality, you got to spend $1,000 or more. I mean, it's just no way around it. Anybody who's telling you anything different, $499, $599. I mean, I have my suit, the CASHLANA $495. It's a great suit, but it's not going to be made custom. It'll be made to your size. You're not going to pick the lining. You're not going to pick the buttons. You just can't at that price range, but you're going to have a lot of nice details. But most importantly is you're going to have very good fit. That's the most important. The most important is the fit of everything. You could have nice fabric. You could have nice construction. You could have nice handwork. It could be made in Italy. But if it doesn't fit well, it's not worth $10, right? Yes, I make beautiful shirts in Italy, and I also make shirts in Spain. But this new company I'm working with in Italy, they really make a beautiful collar. I wanted the Stefano Ricci collar. We were talking about it earlier. I need some Sinatra. Yeah, come on. I know Sinatra very well. I mean, I didn't know him personally, but Sinatra's great. Yeah, Suits LA. Yeah, I'm gonna see what that's all about. Absolutely. What brand jeans do you like? You want to see something cool in jeans? Really? I bought 2 pairs of jeans on Amazon. I went on Amazon and I looked for cotton twill stretch jeans in navy, and they had it. They had it in a bunch of colors, but they had the navy blue cotton twill stretch. They're phenomenal. They fit great. I bought 2. They're navy blue. I wear them with everything. Sneakers. I wear them with navy with brown suede chukka boots in the winter. I wear them with a blazer with a crocodile belt. I wear them with just shirts and t-shirts, a linen shirt. I wear it with everything. Those were great. They were like $20. But let me show you. I got to show you this. Well, this is too big. I got to show you this. This I got to show you. You should buy Pravda jeans. They stretch and are very comfortable. What is the better movie, Godfather 1 or 2? I guess Godfather 1. I'm not really. I saw them all, but I saw it was a long time ago. But if you want to, did you see The Offer on Paramount Plus? That is great. That's the true story of how The Godfather was made. It's not a documentary, but all the players played by actors. Miles Teller plays the guy who was the producer of The Godfather 1, and it's a great story. It's like a six-part miniseries. Can you see my Esprit question? No, I didn't see Esprit question. I didn't see it. Put it in there again. Suzanne, thanks for coming in, Suzanne. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody joining. Appreciate everybody sharing. I hope a few people followed. Are you a wise guy? No, not a wise guy. DJ Holy Moly, thanks for coming in. Hi. Nice to see you here too. Let me show you this. This is something really amazing. Custom made jeans. I guess it's backwards, right? Custom made jeans. This is made in Italy. This is made in Milan. You make these custom made jeans. They're not cheap, but this is real custom. Everything custom. You get a card with all your measurements on it. See that? Those are all the measurements for the jeans, and you get all your measurements here and exactly how everything needed to be measured. You get that card with these jeans. Then you get, I bought an Esprit blazer that's 40R, too small. Can I make it bigger? Well, if you can make it bigger, you're going to have to bring it to a tailor. And if there's any fabric inside the seams, the tailor's going to have to open the lining from the bottom and look inside. Or sometimes the tailor could feel inside with his fingers in between the lining and the fabric to see if there's anything in there. But you say it's old. And the problem, you just say it's old? I bought an Esprit blazer that's 40R. Oh, you didn't say it was old. So if there's no fabric in there, which I would not think that Esprit would make a jacket with enough fabric to do tailoring like a suit is made, because most of their things are made like a shirt. They make it right on the seam and that's the end of it. But I could be wrong. If there is fabric in there, a tailor can let it out a certain amount. Maybe it might get 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches if you let out all 3 seams. But how much was the Esprit jacket? A tailor might charge you $65, $75 to do that job. So does it pay to do it depending on what you paid for the jacket? That you have to make that decision. If he only has to open up 1 seam, it might be less. If you have to open up all 3 seams, it might be more. But there has to be fabric inside before he could do any of the work. Yes, NYC, that's the end of it. $15 on Poshmark. Is that where you bought it? Male, 187, 5'11", size-wise. Oh, so 187, 5'11", I would say you're probably a 44. 44 regular, I would think. Maybe 42. What size is your neck? I would like to check out your brand. How do I order from you? Okay, you can go to my website, suitcafe.com, see what I have there. But, there's not a lot of the collection on there. Most of it is we have to have like a direct connection to talk about exactly what you want, because the collection is huge. There's thousands of choices, thousands of fabrics, different mills. There's so much to choose from. I can't possibly put it all online. And I don't even think it would work. 5'7", 160, you're probably 40 regular, I would think. What are you, about 34 waist? So I need to come to New York City? No, you don't need to come to New York City. I have customers all over. I have people I never met. People in Alabama, Mississippi, Ohio, Florida. I worked by email with people. They sent me a photo of themselves. I made pictures for a gentleman who I never met. He just won his election in Waco, Texas. He was running for election, and he wanted to make a jacket. I sent him some swatches by email. He picked one out. Photography now is amazing. You see exactly the swatch, exactly the colors. And I I never saw the guy, and I looked him up on Google. I saw his pictures, different photographs. I made the jacket right from the photo. And then 3 weeks later, I got the jacket. I sent it to him. And when he got the jacket, he sent me a photo back. He texted me and he says, I don't know how you did it, but it's perfect. So that's what happens. What is it about? What about what we're doing here? Suits, you mean? Do you make ties? Yes, I have many ties. They are on my website. I believe all the ties are on there. Not this one. This is from last year. What's the quality if I spend 400? Do I get? Well, yeah. Do you get Vicuna for 400? You get Vicuna for 40,000. That's what you get Vicuna. 40,000. Hand painted? I don't have hand painted ties. No hand painted ties. So now I'm talking about the custom jeans for a minute. These are all the details on this custom jean. All the parts, all the threads, all the pieces that went in to this custom made pair of jeans. 5'8", 217. You're probably a 48, I would think. 48, size 48. Maybe 48 short. Hey, pal, why don't you watch your tone? Tempest, how you doing? How you doing, Tempest? I would love to find an artist to make me hand-painted tie. Yeah, well, do I know any companies doing hand-painted ties? There used to be some companies doing hand-painted ties. I'm not sure. No, not 48 waist. I mean size 48 in a jacket. 48 chest, not 48 waist. Just followed you. Thank you so much. 5'5", 196. 46 short? Yeah, it could be. 46, 48 short, depending on the cut. Absolutely could be. These are the jeans. Dark denim. Now, this has 8% stretch. But look at these jeans. You could choose the stitching, any color you want. I picked this sort of red color. You could pick the patch. It has the initials. You could put your name. You could put your initials. It could be leather. It could be suede. This is like a faux pony, like the little hairy faux pony. All hand-sewn waistband on the inside. You could put your name, anything you want to say here. You could pick the buttonhole. You could put, it says handmade, custom made right here. And then you have this special label, pit-to-pit measurements that fit me. No. You have to do around the body, under your arms, all the way around, not pit-to-pit. It's got to be all the way around the body. When you're measuring chest, it's all the way around. So if you're 24, double it, you're 48. See? I was right. I know if 400 is an inexpensive... Well, go on my website. I have that beautiful new CASHLANA that just came out for a suit. It's $495 with the coupon I gave here. It's $395. So that's a great suit. I just came out with it because I know people want things that are more affordable, but you got to have the right fit, and this fits right. And it's a good suit to wear every day, and it's all season. Where should I go to buy my first suit? Go to my website, suitcafe.com. Go right there. What is the name of company for the jeans? These are, here, let me show you here. This is, I make these custom made in Italy. You get the serial number, and you get the person who worked on your jeans by hand. Here it says Gina. Gina worked on them. These are made in Milan, these jeans. So 8% stretch is very rare. Usually you see 3% stretch, but it's cotton with 8% stretch. I mean, it's really stretchy. And these are like so comfortable. Like you have no idea. I made a pair for a guy. We did in the back, we did this cobalt blue over here. And you could have tone on tone. Tone on tone means the navy blue matches the navy of the jeans. You don't see any stitching. It's there, but you don't really see it. So that's the custom jeans. But these are not inexpensive. These are $500 a pair for custom, right? I want to do my own tailoring. Well, do you know how to do tailoring? Because if you want to do your own tailoring, you could buy the fabric from me. If you just want beautiful Italian fabric, you could say, hey, I want Loro Piana fabric, or I want fabric from Vitale Barbera's Canonico, or I want some other kind of fabric. I want linen. Tell me how many yards you want. You buy the fabric, and I'll send you the fabric, and you can make it yourself. And that goes for anybody. If you have a tailor that you work with in your hometown, someone who makes clothes for you, but they can't get the nice fabrics, I could just give you the fabric. If you just want to buy the fabric, I'll get it from Italy, and I'll send it right to you, just the fabric by itself. If you need a jacket or a suit or a coat or a pair of pants or whatever it is, we'll figure out how many yards or how many meters you need for your size. We have to err on the side of caution. We buy a little extra just in case. You don't want to be short on fabric because you don't want to have a pair of pants with the zipper missing, if you know what I mean. So we want to make sure it's okay, and then I'll just ship you fabric, and you can go to your local guy and they'll make it. How old were you when you made your first million? I think it would be cool to add fabric to that esprit. Well, adding fabric, that's a whole other story. That's a whole other story, really. Then you're designing, which is fine. You're becoming a designer, which is fine. But you got to find a tailor to do it. Are you in the? No, I don't mean the mafia. No, 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 no. A clashing color? What do you mean a clashing color? Like putting navy and black together, like wearing black pants with a navy jacket? Is that what you mean? Clashing color? So those are the custom jeans. They're fun. I don't really sell too many of those. It's got to be a certain person, usually a bigger guy, a heavier guy, likes those custom jeans because they can't find jeans anywhere. And those are nice and stretchy. Don't worry about your crooked nose. You still look right. I don't have a crooked nose. I'm becoming a lawyer in my final year. Oh, awesome. Final year in law school. Your name is Keon. Very good. Excellent. So you're going on interviews. You'll need a suit. I would go with charcoal gray for your first suit for interviews. It's a gray jacket. If I added orange fabric to extend it, that would be cool. Yeah, well, it would be like a section on the seam. That's what it would look like. Whether you put orange on the two sides or a stripe down the back. But you got to decide where you're going to wear that. 5'9", 190. What suits fit that person? I mean, that's an easy size. 5'8", 190. Do you know your neck size? How big is your neck? You know your shirt size, but not like small, medium, large. Are you 16 and a half? 5'8", 190. You're probably 16 and a half neck, maybe 17. Where to get the best budget leather jacket? Oh, I haven't done leather in quite a while. I used to do a lot of leather and suede stuff, but I haven't done leather. I mean budget. Andrew Mark, is it still around, Andrew Mark? I don't know if it's still around. Who makes leather jackets these days? Not too many that I see. What's a good round color for a suit? What state? New York. This is New York, New York. Adam, thanks for coming. Never knew having nice things brings negative attention. No negative attention. Has been active. You invite them to follow. Okay, thank you so much. It's not out of style. I like leather, but anybody making leather? I'm not making leather for anybody. I made a leather bomber jacket that had like a shearling on the inside to make it warmer, and nobody really wanted it. I'm from Brooklyn, but I moved upstate. Oh, upstate, you're getting like tons of snow up there, right? Tons and tons. Lead time for a suit is like under 3 weeks. Suit jacket, pants a little quicker. Lead time for a shirt, about 10 days to make a shirt. The CASHLANA is 7 to 10 days because it's made to your size, not made custom. That's 7 to 10 days, the CASHLANA suit. It's, snowed in, I know. I saw pictures of what's going on upstate. The CASHLANA is beautiful. It's woolen cashmere, 5% cashmere. What's a good price for a suit for a broke college kid that you think is good? Well, you want to get my CASHLANA, just email me. If you just want to get your first suit and you're just in college, I'll give you an amazing price on it. All right. If you want, it's better to have something good than buy some junky thing for $250 and you're not going to be able to wear it after a year. You want to have something you'll have for the next 3-4 years, especially if you're going to go on interviews. I want chic hunting gear. Hunting. Well, we can make, hunting. Let me show you this jacket. Hunting. Let me show you this. Not really hunting, but this is a nice jacket. Check this out. Okay, my suit recommendation under 500. My CASHLANA is $395 with the coupon, $495 regular price. Okay, woolen cashmere, right? With the suede elbow patches, brown suede elbow patches, and we have the brown mother of pearl, the real mother of pearl. See those are the real mother of pearl buttons. You see how they're iridescent? It's like brownish, grayish. Real mother of pearl buttons, suede elbow patches, but under the collar, the matching brown suede. So this is a jacket. This is heavy. This is like more than 500 grams. Yeah, you want to see the Harris tweed? Right? Beignet. You know Harris tweed? You remember Harris tweed from years ago? I just got all the original Harris tweed. It's not cheap, but very nice plaids and tweeds. I'll show it to you in a minute. This you could wear as like a piece of outerwear. So when it's cool outside, but you don't need a coat, but you got to have something on. You can't just go with a shirt or a sweater, right? You throw this on. I know, I'm just saying this kind of thing, you could put the hunting patch over here, like for the rifle or the shotgun. You could put the quilted hunting patch on the shoulder. You could do that too. But now you have a piece of outerwear with the elbow patch, and you could raise up the collar, and you got the matching suede over here. So it's like a piece of outerwear. Put on a scarf, wear some gloves, just wear the jacket, and go out with a pair of nice flannel pants, and that's it. Go buy a Lamborghini and you see how much negative. No, I don't need a Lamborghini. What do I want people look at me like that for? I don't need that. I don't need that at all. So Harris tweed. 1 second. How much is the suit you're wearing? This navy pinstripe is $1,450, $1,450 or $1,650. It's right in there. $1,650, $1,450. This is the navy blue flannel chalk stripe. Is this one here? Right? No, I'm not in an attic. Let me show you Harris tweed. Harris tweed. Where is the Harris tweed? Harris tweed. Harris tweed. Okay. Okay, this is the original Harris tweed. Okay. Chalked, yes, Enrico. This is the chalk stripe. Reintroduce yourself. Make it in such a good salesman way. Okay, for those of you just joining, because a lot of people coming in and out, I think. My name, Phil Pravda. You could look at my website, suitcafe.com. I've been in the men's clothing business for 35 years. My family's been in it more than 100 years. In New York City, we started in 1908 with many retail stores over the years on Madison Avenue, Fifth Avenue, all over New York City. Now I make custom-made clothing in Italy. We've been doing business in Italy since the 1970s. So I make custom-made clothing, all Italian fabrics, all the best luxurious fabrics from companies that you probably know if you're into clothing. Loro Piana, Rada, Barbera's Canonico, Carlo Barbera, Harris Tweed from Scotland. I have British fabric also. I have nice British fabric. I'm not crazy about a lot of British fabrics, but I pick some nice ones. All your custom made and tailor measurements? Yes, custom made. Now, the CASHLANA suit, which is a brand new, yes, cheers, and you got it. Exactly. If you Google the Suit Cafe, that name, that's my company, you will see all the social media. You'll see the website. You'll see everything. Oh, I'm glad you like the paisley. Thank you. This is a woven silk, so it's a heavier silk tie. It goes with the flannel suit that I'm wearing because the suit is a little heavier for the winter. This also comes in a black background with charcoal gray and purple, which is also a nice one. It's not from this winter season. It's from the prior winter season. So I'm looking for a high collar shirt with spear point. Yeah, I can make it. I can make you instead of 1.5 inch, we can make the 2 inches if you want. You know, I used to remember years ago, it was the 2 buttons in the collar. Everybody wanted 2 buttons in the collar. And then I made a 3 button. I made a high one up to here. I mean, you didn't wear a tie with it. It was really open collar for sport, but it was a high one, like 3 inches high. I used to make those, but if you want to make it, we can make it. It's no problem. Got any Tom Ford or Canali? Well, I used to sell Canali for 30 years. I was one of their largest retailers in New York. My father was the first customer of Canali in America back in 1978, before anybody had Canali. It had a different name at that time. It was called Cafra. It wasn't called Canali yet. And Tom Ford is made in the Zegna factory. I don't sell Canali anymore because I sell my own brand. I know the Canali family very, very well. I know Giorgio Canali. I know Paolo Canali. I met Dr. Eugenio Canali. He runs the whole company from Italy, but I'm sure by now he's dead. But and I've been to the factory. I was in the Canali factory in Triuggio. I was there in that factory when I was younger. I was also in the Corneliani factory outside Milan, in Mantova. I was also in the Belvest factory, which is in Padua, which is outside of Venice. I was in that factory too. I've been in a lot of factories in Italy, of all the different brands. I never made it to the Hugo Boss factory. I was the largest retailer of Hugo Boss from 1990 to 2000 in New York City. I sold more Hugo Boss than Bloomingdale's. I sold more Hugo Boss than Saks Fifth Avenue. Now, I had 3 stores that were close to each other, so I was selling in all 3. So that's maybe why I was selling more than them. But were you in it? No, I wasn't. The gentleman, no textile. Yes, I know textiles. You had me. Yes, I have Loro Piana right here. I have all the books behind me. I have the wool cashmere. I have the Super 150s Australis. I have the Super 150s. I have the Super 150s sport jackets. I have the beautiful cashmere overcoats. I have the box from Loro Piana with the pants. The Loro Piana pants. They're like $1,200 for a single pair of pants. I have the pants from Loro Piana also. Show the tweed. Sorry. Harris tweed. So let me show you this. These are nice. And they're nice not only for sport jackets, but they're nice for coats. So here is Harris tweed. Look at these. These are all Harris tweeds. All of them. Right? Harris tweeds. See, I love these houndstooths. I see overcoats. Make a beautiful raglan sleeve overcoat with a belt. You know, that's coming back very strong now, is that old style raglan sleeve overcoat. No, this is live. I guess my sound is really good. This is live. I'm live. Why? Because the time, it is now 3 a.m. in New York City and I still have my suit on. Right? You're going to tell all your friends. I was watching a guy on YouTube. I was watching a guy on TikTok live at 3 in the morning with his suit on. No one's going to believe you. What's the best deal I could get for a full tweed? I mean, if you want a sport coat, I mean, there's a lot of nice ones here. The classic ones, these are the classic tweeds, the herringbones. If you wanted the Harris tweed, can I get custom pattern? Yeah, you can get custom pattern overcoat. Yes, absolutely. If you wanted a Harris tweed in a sport jacket, these are really around $1,600. I mean, I was selling them for $1,850. Yeah, I had my suit on at 9:30 this morning. No, you don't want to make pants out of this. I mean, if you want a tweed, I have suits in tweed, but not the Harris tweed. You don't want pants in this. This is too thick, too heavy, too scratchy. You don't want pants in this. What type of pants to wear with the suit when it's cold? All the ones I've tried are too thin. Oh, so I have beautiful twill, right? I have here. Let me show you the Loro Piana. I mean, the Loro Piana is not cheap either. But, I mean, these you're going to love. Loro Piana, woolen cashmere, flannels. I mean, these are for the wintertime. And these are beautiful. I mean, look what's in here. In the Loro Piana. You know, you have these beautiful brown. Look at this. Brown with the orange window pane. Blue with the blue window pane. I hope it focuses for you. I'll show you a couple of my favorites. I'll show you a couple of tweeds also. Let me show you 3 of my favorites from this book. You ever think of going to the West Coast? I mean, I've been there, not for business, but I've been. None of these suits scratch. This is not scratchy. Not at all. Not these fine wools and cashmeres. You're not going to scratch with this. Plus, the pants are lined. The pants are lined to the knee. But the Harris tweed is a scratchy fabric. You can't make pants out of this. It's too thick and heavy. You wouldn't even sit down. You know what happens if you made pants out of the Harris tweed? When you sat down, you'd feel like you're wearing a diaper. You don't want to make pants out of that. You know. I saw once. I met a guy, got a recommendation. I went to see him in his apartment, and he was buying suits from another guy who sold custom clothes and made in China or something. And he made a whole bunch of suits with this guy. And I didn't say anything because I don't like to, I don't want to tell somebody shouldn't have made that or this guy doesn't make something good. I never say anything bad about anybody. I just say, yeah, it's nice. I'm glad you picked it. It looks like a nice color, How long does it take to make a suit from scratch? I would say 3 weeks. We have a 3-week delivery. So it leaves Italy in like 3 weeks to make a suit or a jacket or a pair of pants. Pants a little quicker, shirts a little quicker. How much is considered a cheap suit to you? I mean, a cheap suit to me is, I don't know, $500, $600. That's a cheap suit, right? But tweed jackets are hard to match. Usually people buy them in sets. Well, not the Harris tweed. You can't buy pants for that. That's a sport coat. A Harris tweed is nice. You wear a nice colored shirt with a nice interesting tie, even striped tie. Or nice with the Harris tweed is you buy a cashmere and wool tie, which is nice. You get the same sort of, thicker texture. It's nice to go with that. So this is the, that's not the one I wanted to show you. Look at these couple of pinstripes. Okay, look at this. Chocolate brown with orange pinstripes, burnt orange. I mean, that's a beautiful swatch. This is woolen cashmere for the winter, right? But it doesn't feel heavy. That's what's nice about it. It's warmer, but it's not thick heavy. I mean, look, you could see, look how it moves. Can't you tell? It's not thick, heavy fabric. And look what's underneath it. I have a customer now who just told me he wants to make this suit. We didn't do it yet, but he wants to. Charcoal gray with emerald green pinstripes. Come to Seattle. I'd love to come to Seattle. I was never there. Looks nice, yeah. And then the one below it, these are all flannel. Everything I'm showing you, Michael, here, this is all flannel, the whole book. This is flannel with cashmere from Loro Piana. Look at this, navy with the dark red. I mean, that's a gorgeous one, right? So these are the kind of suits that you make, and every season you can wear them. They don't go out of style. It's just so different and so unusual. You go anywhere, nobody is going to have it. You're going to walk into any room, any meeting, any dinner, and everyone's going to say, wow, that is a fantastic suit. Look how it fits. Look at the fabric. Look at the colors. You know, it's not like you're just wearing, you walk in with a plain gray suit like Tom Brady did at the Super Bowl. He comes out with just a plain gray suit, right? Now, in the back of this book are all the flannels in the solid colors. So these are all colors, no patterns, all the solids. Look at this beautiful blue. Look at this beautiful sapphire blue in flannel. You can make a suit out of it. You can make just pants out of it. You know, you have this rusty color, right? You have the green, the forest green color. You got a couple of greens, the lighter green, the darker green. I mean, these are all, really, really nice. And then I have another book. I'm making a mess. Then I have another book, which is this one. Now, these are better priced. These are beautiful flannels also. I'm going to find you on your website. Thanks for sharing. No problem. Send me an email or a contact through there. What would you... Brady's suit. Well, Brady was wearing Tom Ford. I mean, it's a beautiful suit, but I didn't like what he picked. He just picked the plain charcoal gray suit with a black tie. What is that? That's terribly boring. The guy who's going to be on TV for 4 hours, he picked a terribly boring suit. And then he took his jacket off. I don't know if you noticed, but towards the end of the game, those two guys that were the newscasters, they took their jackets off. And his shirt was weight. You know, he lost some weight because probably he's not working out as much. Because he's not, I could definitely use a new suit or two. Yeah, Scoobs, whenever you're ready, we can go over all these swatches whenever you want. What suit do you recommend for Brady to wear? Well, he could keep wearing Tom Ford, but he should have been wearing some sort of interesting pattern. It doesn't have to be crazy, but a muted plaid or a nice blue. He should not have taken off his jacket because his shirt was too big. He's losing weight because he's probably not working out as much, and he lost some muscle mass. That's probably what happened. The collar was big, and the body was so baggy, and it was coming out of his pants. So he shouldn't have taken his jacket off. They wanted to make it look like, oh, it's a casual. We're casual now. But, you know, come on. What should a fat man wear? Well, look, most of my customers, which is funny, tend to be bigger guys. I would say the vast majority of suits I make are a 40 waist and bigger. So I really have a good rapport, you know, with the bigger guys when it comes to fitting in suits. You know, a bigger guy can wear really a lot, anything. You really can. Semi-solids. You know, sometimes a bigger guy thinks I can only wear plain color, dark. That's not necessarily so. You know, it also depends on, you know, your complexion and your hair color, what you want to wear. But a lot of them can wear pinstripes. You could wear double-breasted. Some could wear window panes. Look at this. Flannel. This is for a suit. Beautiful flannel suit. You know, this book has beautiful suits. I made this one for somebody. This green. We made this olive green. Let me find it here. We made this. I love these flannels in this book. We made this one. Look at this beautiful. Look at this beautiful olive green. Look at that. I mean, I love that suit. A beautiful olive green with like a burgundy brown window pane. You know, can fraternity guys wear? Yeah, why can't you wear it? Why not? Get a couple of your guys together. Buy some suits together. Right? Not matching. The flannel would look sharp on the inside jacket. Yeah. What do you recommend for places with winter weather? Flannel. You got to wear winter flannel. You know, flannel is nice for the winter. But these flannels, if you can feel them, I mean, they're gorgeous. These are nice. Look how thin and light. But it's for the winter. You know, you can see how it moves. Now, this is not thick, heavy, bulletproof fabric like they had. You know, look at the blue. Look at the blue. Look how nice that is. Blue with a burgundy. You know, it'd be a gorgeous, gorgeous suit. No question. You know, no question it's gorgeous. You got custom Joseph Abood, and I am a 40-30. You mean your waist is 40 with a 30-inch inseam? Yeah, so Joseph Abood, if you know his story, but, you know, a clothing designer. I think he's from Lebanon originally. And he made a deal with Men's Warehouse. And it was the worst deal he ever made in his life because, you know what happened? Men's Warehouse got rights to his name. And then when he split off from Men's Warehouse, he lost his name. He wanted to make a new collection called Joseph Abood something. And Men's Warehouse came along and said, no, you can't use the name Joseph Abood. And he said, that's my name. And they said, we own it. You can't use it. So he took them to court and he lost. Because they had the rights to the name for a certain amount of years, and he couldn't use his own name to make his own clothes anymore. That's where I got it. Wow, interesting story. Oh, so you got it in Men's Warehouse. See, that's why they have Joseph Abboud in Men's Warehouse. That was George Zimmer. He was the founder of Men's Warehouse. Remember, and the board kicked him out. George Zimmer was the founder, and they kicked him out of his own company, just like happened to Steve Jobs with Apple when they kicked him out of Apple Computer, all those years ago. Is Men's Warehouse the sellouts of the suit industry? Well, they try and make use factories that could do big mass production, the lowest cost, the lowest. Make in Vietnam, make in Indonesia, make it in Greece, make it in Lebanon, making suits in places that are really not known for suits, but have a factory that could go boom, 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 fast. China, they can't do it anymore. You know why? Because China became expensive. China is not cheap like it used to be. Brady had a very ostentatious watch. Yeah, he had the yellow diamonds, the whole watch, yellow sapphires, I think, not diamonds. It's yellow sapphires, I believe, from Jacob & Company. And then he also had the billionaire watch from Jacob & Company. He had those two. Jacob Arabo used to shop in my store on Fifth Avenue before he is what he is now. He used to buy sport jackets there. Laura Piana continues to have fabric with the hardest finish. Well, that depends on the fabric. Like the book I showed you, this is not hard finish. This is mill finish, which is the soft finish. But the other book, which are the other suits I have, which are the Super 150, that's the hard finish. I love my Movado watches with any suit. Yeah, those kind of watches go with everything. Laura Piana makes beautiful fabric. If you don't have to have Laura Piana, I have two customers. They love Laura Piana fabric, but I always tell them, especially if they pick something that's sort of like let's say they want a blue pinstripe suit, right? I'm in New York. Let's say they want a blue pinstripe suit. Why do you have to have Laura Piana for blue pinstripe? I have blue pinstripe in many different books, which is just the same type of quality. No, but they have to have the Laura Piana label because the suit comes with the label, Laura Piana. That's what they want. So that's what they get. How do I put in an order for two suits? J. Amare. Well, you can go to my website, suitcafe.com. We have some limited things there. The new CASHLANA is there. If you want to see anything from these books, you have to send me an email at hello@suitcafe.com. I can get some measurements from you, and then I could send you, get an idea of what you're looking for, where you live, the climate, what you do, and then I could send you recommendations from all these different books by email, and you can see what all these different fabrics look like, and we could talk about what you want to make. I've done it many times with people from, all over the country. I even sent suits to a guy in Kuwait a few times. He's a very nice guy. I don't know what he does for work, but he emailed me from Kuwait. And he said, I want to try a few of your suits. First, we started with plain blue and plain gray. Then he bought two suits for his father, also in Kuwait City. And I said, look, I got to send it to Kuwait. The shipping's going to be very expensive. He said, fold it up as tiny as you can and put it in a box. So that's what I did. I folded it up. I mean, it was really packed. He said, don't worry, I'll press it when I get it here. It was really tiny. And I live in Dallas. Yeah, Dallas is not that far away. Do you make traditional English suits, Savile Row tailoring? Well, this is Italian tailoring. But, British is a little different. I mean, tailoring is tailoring, but the British style is a little different than the Italian style. What is your opinion of Joseph Banks suits? I mean, it's a suit, but it's no quality there. New York. Nice. What makes a fabric the highest of qualities? Well, there are different grades of fabric. There are suits that are wool cashmere, and there are suits that are have super delineation. So you have super 120s, you have super 100s, you have super 150s, you have super 200s, 160s, super 180s, super 220s. As you go higher and higher and higher, what happens is the fabric becomes exponentially more expensive, but also the fabric becomes more delicate. So they take a kilo of wool and they stretch it out to one fiber. If the diameter of that fiber, right, and that fiber breaks at, say, 1,500 meters, it's a super 150. If the technology gets better, which it has gotten better, and the diameter of the fiber gets smaller, right, and it could stretch out to 1,600 meters, then it's a super 160. Now I think 220 is the farthest they go. So the diameter of their fiber is very, very narrow. But the suit feels like light and soft, like crazy. But the suit is exponentially more money. I mean, and it's also not for every day. You're going to wear it out quickly, and it's going to wrinkle much more quickly. So there you go. You get much more expensive. Where do you custom suits? You do shirts? Yes, shirts as well. The shirts are in Spain, or now I've been making custom-made shirts in Italy for a better price than Spain and a little nicer selection of fabric. Which I could send you the swatches also by email. Beautiful, white on whites. I have stripes, narrow, interesting stripes, and also little tick weaves and little checks. A lot of nice things in shirts. And also shirts made out of bamboo. And there's sport shirts for the fall, winter in flannel, cotton flannel. Do you customize shirts with mono? It can be done if you want it. You could put it on the cuff. We could put it on the pocket. We could put it on the lower part of the body where the Europeans wear it, down here. They wear it down here. Would you recommend in the summertime? What? I like linen in the summer. First of all, wool, bamboo shirts, 100% made out of bamboo. It's beautiful. It feels like silk, but it's bamboo. There's also bamboo sport jackets, 100% bamboo. It's from a plant, just like linen. Linen is made from a plant. It's flax. What is the best suit for investment bankers? Well, investment bankers like classic stuff. They really do. You know, silk shirt. If you want silk, you can make silk, but silk is hot. Silk is hot for a shirt, but it could be made. I was going to say something about summer. So summer, the best fabric for summer is the very lightweight wool or linen. But linen, you have to like the wrinkles. If someone says, oh, I can't take it, I like to be pressed, then linen is not for you. You got to wear linen over and over and over. It's got to have the wrinkles. You got to have wrinkles in your elbows, wrinkles behind the knees, wrinkles on your back. That's the look of the linen. It's comfortable. It gets stretched out. It looks comfortable. And that's the look of the linen. But you want to stay pressed and crisp and clean. Super lightweight wool, 220 grams, 240 grams, 205 grams, almost paper thin wool. That's beautiful in the summertime. I love a light wool suit in the summer. And you can make unconstructed. You like linen, but you hate wrinkles. There you go. You got a problem. You got to wear it wrinkled. Otherwise, you drive yourself crazy. You could also make unconstructed suits, meaning half lining or no lining on the inside, with all the seams finished. You can make it that way too in the summer. Makes it nice and light. Never been into suits. Never seen you before. Suits nice though. Oh, good. Thank you for coming in here. Talon Chambers. Appreciate that very much. I've done quite a few lives, and my TikTok I have. You could check my account here. Check my Instagram, and of course my YouTube channel. Everything under @SuitCafe. You can see what's on there. Whenever I do these lives, it's usually like the middle of the night. It's when I do it. I'm in the city. Let's work. I only do custom suits. My guys in Long Island. Well, I'm in the city all the time too. So if you send me an email, hello@suitcafe.com, or you DM me here or on Instagram if you want, we could get together and I could bring the collection to your apartment, office, whatever it is. And I could show you. I mean, there's a lot to look at. I mean, a lot. I do it all the time. I do it every day. I'm always showing people the collection. If you know specifically what you're looking for, I could pare it down because there's so many books. So many books to look through. And who do you see on Long Island? I know a couple of guys on Long Island. Stores that used to be on Long Island. Do you wear suits even on my day off? Well, no, but I usually wear a sport jacket. I have some fun casual jackets like tweeds that I like to wear with a turtleneck or a sweater or a flannel shirt, and I wear a pair of jeans and I wear the jacket. I like the jacket because it's got pockets. You put your wallet, you put a pen, you put a couple things. You put a pack of gum, you got pockets on the inside to put things in. So I like the pockets. How many fabric books do you have? Oh, I have a lot. I mean, way over 50. I mean, that's just for one season. And then there's seasonal stuff that stays, that doesn't change. So there's a lot. What is so annoying? I'm new to suits. What is the difference between a tailored and well, I mean, a tailored suit, there's not really the difference between tailored and non-tailored. Every suit is sort of tailored, but when someone says tailored, they mean that it's sort of made for you or made more for your measurements, that it fits your body. That's what it means. Mad Matt, I'm in the market. Okay, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready if you're in the market for a suit. Unfortunately, I'm only wearing suits at weddings and funerals. Well, then get one of my CASHLANA suits. It's not expensive, has a great fit. I just came out with it. It's a very good price. It's on my website. And it's a beautiful suit for just have one in your closet. You'll take it out every time, and it's going to look good over a long period of time. Not every suit could do that. Do you do what? Do you do big notch lapel? What do you mean big notch? Like this is bigger? Is that what you mean? I mean wider lapels, right? I can't find Suit Cafe. Yeah, one word, Suit Cafe. One word, Suit Cafe. Do you recommend no padding in the shoulders? Well, if you want the soft shoulder, you could have no padding, no problem. You could have it. This suit I have This is my shoulder right here. I'm right against it, but it's got a little bit of pad right there, very little. But I have another construction that's called soft that has nothing, has no padding. The family has fell like crazy. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, wide lapel. We could do any size. We could do 3. This is 3.5, 3.25. We could do 3.5. We could do 4 inches, especially in the peak. I do like 11 centimeters, 10 centimeters, much wider out to here in the peak lapel. I'm sorry for that question. I don't have 1,000 followers, but it says I have practice mode. You mean here on TikTok? I'm not sure what that is. And that would it go public after 30 seconds? Not sure that what it is. I'm for guy. Okay, does that mean I have access early without having? I don't know. I don't know. I use TikTok, but I'm not into all the small little details of it. I'm just not. I'm just not. So yeah, the CASHLANA, there's a coupon for it now, Cash 100. You could take $100 off because I just released it. I want people to try it. Those suits cost me, I'll tell you the cost on the CASHLANA exactly. They cost me $255 for those suits, and I'm selling them for $395. So there's very little there, and I have to ship it from Italy to New York, and then New York to wherever else somebody else is because I give free shipping all the time. So it's a great, great deal. I like the navy blue. Yeah, the CASHLANA navy blue, that's the one behind me. And it comes also in charcoal gray, and it comes also in black. What do you think of the suit? I don't remember what they wore in American Psycho. Yeah, that's a very good price suit. If you don't have a lot of suits, if you don't need a lot of suits, but you want to have something good, like you're taking the wife to dinner and you want to get dressed up for a party, for a birthday, and you want to wear a nice suit with a white shirt, it's a great, great suit to wear anytime. And you're not going to kill it. You're not going to wear it out. You could travel with it. It's great. It's really, really great. I wore it over and over and over and over. And, I tested it for a long time before I made any suits. Do you like Tom Ford? I like Tom Ford. It's made in the Zegna factory. I mean, he makes the same style over and over and over, that 2-button peak lapel with the ticket pocket. He makes the same thing over and over. As soon as you see that suit on the celebrities, Tom Ford, that's Tom Ford, that's Tom Ford. You know right away who's wearing Tom Ford and who's not wearing Tom Ford, So I don't think he designs the suits anymore. I think he's completely out of the company. I think he's more retired now. He doesn't do any more design. I think I heard him say that somewhere. He doesn't do any more design. Thanks for joining, everybody who's just joining now. So, okay, I'll get in contact with you, I guess, through DM. Yeah, hello@suitcafe.com or DM me here. I answer. I answer on YouTube. I answer on Instagram. I answer everywhere. And it's no problem at all to get in touch with me, and I'll answer back. Tom Ford suit is exactly what I want to make. So let me show you that. I have exactly that suit. If you like that 2-button peak, I have it. What the best suit for men? Felix Zamora. Well, I would say my suit, but it depends. If you want custom, if you want off the rack, if you want very good. My name is Matthew. Very nice to meet you. You too. Let me show you the Tom Ford suit. I mean, I didn't design it because that's what Tom Ford is. I was making that style in 2003, way before Tom Ford was doing it. I had a building on 59th and 3rd Avenue. I had a whole store there on 3 floors in that building. Right now, the building was sold, torn down, and somebody built a big high-rise there, right opposite Bloomingdale's. But I had a 3-floor store there, which was all my own designs, all my own brand. And I was selling the 2-button peak lapel with the ticket pocket then in 2003, before anybody was doing it. Let me show you. Here we go. So this is it right here. In the gray pinstripe, there it is. There's the peak lapel. This is the 10.4 centimeters peak lapel suit, right? With the ticket pocket. See the wide flap pocket on this side? So you got the ticket pocket here, and you got the regular pocket here, one pocket here, and you have the 2-button peak lapels. And this has the custom lining. This lining is with the little burgundy dots. I did little burgundy dots. This is my personal suit. So I wear this. This is a Super 120, nice and lightweight. It's too light for me in the winter, but I start to wear it when the season changes. It's like an all season. Oh, that's nice. Nice burgundy lineup. Thanks for following. Yeah, so the person, I didn't see the name exactly, who asked about the Tom Ford, right? This is it. That's the design of the Tom Ford right there. Peak lapel, 2 buttons with the ticket pocket on this side. That's exactly it. And you can make it with the real working buttonholes, so all the buttons open on the sleeves. This I just did plain buttons, but you could do mother of pearl buttons. You know, this dude is good. Ah, nice to hear. Thank you. Thank you. How many buttons? This is two button. Two buttons single breasted. See? Two buttons single breasted. You can make one button also, but one button is more for tuxedo. This is two button. And we do four buttons on the sleeves, but I always wear it with the first two open. But they all open. All four of them open. Right? How much something like that? This suit, 1,250, custom made. This is towards the opening range. Opening price, 1,250. Comes in charcoal gray, comes in navy blue, and it comes in black, and it comes in a light gray. All the same. Does it have easy access for black opal buttons? Would be cool. What kind of suit does Trump wears? Brioni. Trump is wearing Brioni suits. Is that pocket slanted? No, this is not slanted. That's called hacking. But I can make it hacking. If you want to make it, we can make it hacking pockets. You'd have all of them hacking on the angle. This one would be on the angle, and these two would be on the angle. That's called hacking pockets. So we can make it two-button peak lapel just like this with hacking pockets. No problem at all to make it that way. And of course, the pants, we make flat front. How wide are the bottom on the pants? Well, you can make it. I make a standard. Let me see what the width is on this one. This is what I like. I'll tell you right now what it is. This is, I got a tape measure here. We'll do real-time measuring on the suit, right? I want linen. Oh, Ice Buy, you want to see the linen? I got the book right here. I was just showing it a few minutes ago. Okay, so the bottom is 7.5. So that's, 15 inches all the way around? 15 inches all the way around. That's kind of narrow. I mean, it's not skinny, but it's kind of narrow. It's a gentleman's suit. It's not to be fashion trendy. But if you want more narrow, we can make it any width that you like. How's it going? It's going good. Here's the linen. I got the two books in front of me. I was just showing it. The 100% linen. Here's the pure 100% linen. We got all the colors. We got pink. We got burnt orange. We got baby blue. We got the lime green. That's a little narrow. So, it's good for me. I'm a size 12 shoe, and that's perfect for me. 7.5, 8. That's good for me. You got light green, you got forest green, you got dark green. How much money goes into fabric of the suits of the caliber, or is it the price of all time? You want to know something? Some of these fabrics are very, very expensive. More than the production to make the suit. Some of them, like the Loro Piana, ridiculously expensive fabric. That's why I try to talk people out of it sometimes. Unless you find something, oh my God, it's the color or it's the pattern, Look at this man. Yeah, look at all the linen, right? You got all the colors of linen. You can make suits, you can make jackets, you can make unconstructed. This is seersucker. You could make full suits. Now, this is also linen, but this is a new type of linen. Nice, nice, nice. This is a new type of linen, everybody. This is called dynamic. Dynamic linen is a different type of weave, still 100% linen, but a different type of weave that doesn't wrinkle as much as the regular. This is my favorite, the lavender. It's a beautiful lavender. See, and natural. It's got all the little flubs in it. It's all natural linen, right? And it's nice and lightweight, great for a suit. It wrinkles, but not as much as the regular linen. That's something new. This is about $1,650, $1,450. So they're all about that price range, $1,450, $1,650. What have your thought on Trump in office moves forward? Well, I'm not going to talk politics on here, but I could tell you that my stores were right next to Trump Tower. I was very close for all those years. I always wanted to meet the man to try and sell him something. I never really tried, but I thought maybe I would see him. All the years in the city, I thought maybe I'd run into him in the street, or I'd see him, or maybe he would walk in my store, because I was on 51st and Madison. Trump Tower's on 56th and 5th. It's very close. But it just never happened. All those years, it never happened. Are these customer bespoke, and do you do pants only? Sure, I do pants only, and these are bespoke. We make a pattern just for you. The pattern stays in the factory in Italy, and then if we make any changes to your size or your measurements, they change the pattern, and we do it again. So we make it bespoke. And I've been doing business in Italy for a long time, 35 years working in Italy. My father did, my grandfather did. My great-grandfather didn't go to Italy. He bought secondhand clothes. He didn't buy new clothes. My grandfather started with the new and started going to Europe very early in the 1950s to bring clothing over. I've been to Italy more than 40 times. I started to go to Italy with my parents when I was 9 years old. That's the first time I went for a business trip with my father and my mother and and we used to go, all the cousins, everybody had clothing stores. My uncle had clothing stores. All the cousins were in Italy. We used to, during the day, everybody used to do what they had to do for their business. And then at night, we all met for dinners. We all met for breakfast. You know, that was interesting. It was even my grandparents. I went to Italy. We always stayed at the Excelsior Hotel in Florence. If you look it up, now it's the Westin Excelsior. It's still called Excelsior. Look it up. Somebody Google it. The Westin Excelsior, Florence, Italy. I have great memories in that hotel when I was a kid. So whenever I go back, that's the only place I go. I walk in that lobby. It's that old. I don't like those like. Who likes those new modern boutique hotels? I'm not really into that so much. You know, I like you walk in. I want it to be like old European, old world charm. Like the hotel was built like just in World War II, just after the war. And that's the look of the hotel. Marble lobbies and the pillars. That's the look I like when I walk into a European hotel. I don't need brass and glass and mirrors. I got that here in New York all the time, you know. Yeah, walnut and brass, right. Yes, Piazza Agnasanti. Michael, exactly correct. It's a beautiful piazza there. And right across the street is the St. Regis Hotel, which used to be the Grand Hotel. They renovated it many times. But the Westin, which is also Marriott now, which is also St. Regis, which I think is also Marriott now, because they bought it all when it was Starwood. The St. Regis is right across the street, which is a newer hotel because it's all newly renovated. But the Excelsior, to me, that's the one. And they have a restaurant on the roof at the Excelsior. You could see the entire Arno River down to the Ponte Vecchio, especially in the summer. You have breakfast outside. It's like, I sat there with my grandfather on that roof having dinner with my brother and my sister and my parents and my cousins. We were all sat out there having dinner outside, like 15 of us, you know, and we always had a good time. And my grandfather always got the bill at the end. And one time he read the bill, and now it would be a joke because the prices back then were like, prices back then, although they probably were ridiculous for the time, but now you would say that's pretty cheap. So my grandfather, everybody ate whatever they wanted, right? No one said, oh, I'm not going to get the salmon because it's too much money. Everybody ordered whatever they wanted. My grandfather gets the bill, and he's going through the bill, and he goes, who ordered strawberries? It was my mother. My mother ordered strawberries for dessert. Are you crazy? That's $8. Who orders strawberries for $8? Right? Now, how much would strawberries be in a restaurant? $16? $15 for strawberries in a restaurant? Right? Which suit do you want, Felix? Tell me. Which suit? Which suit? The one I'm wearing? I have it. I can make it for you. No problem. Name of the linen. The name of the linen is linen. This is linen. This is the dynamic linen. The one that has the new weave of the linen. This is the dynamic. The other one is the regular beautiful linen, Italian linen, made in Italy. This is the Italian linen. There's a few more colors here, but that's the traditional beautiful linen when you think of linen. Right? That's the traditional linen. This one here. And this is not that linen like you go on Amazon or you see these people selling stuff here on this app and they say, oh, it's linen, it's linen. No, I've seen that stuff. That's not linen. That's like linen with polyester or linen with cotton, but they always say it's linen only because it has some linen, but it's not the 100% linen. This is the real deal, 100% linen. You know, that's the real deal. What do you recommend? Where to get the first suit? I mean, I don't know. What do you need in the first suit? Buy the CASHLANA. It's $395. I mean, you can't get better than that. I mean, who sells a suit? There are no good suits anymore for that price. Everything is everything's $2,000. Right? Did you see the new prices from? Was I reading an article? I was reading an article. Where was I reading it? I think on LinkedIn. Somebody was talking about the new Brunello Cucinelli. Was it? No. Someone was talking about Kiton. That's right. Somebody wrote an article on LinkedIn. A guy in the clothing business. How great Kiton is. And now the suits are $7,000, $8,000, and how great the brand is, and customers love it. He was making an article. How many customers, they have, but are buying $8,000 for one suit, right? But that's their price point, Kiton. So, of course, I made a comment on there. I said the prices from Italian luxury goods have gone crazy. You know, Brunello Cucinelli, everybody knows Brunello Cucinelli, I think, right? Nice, thank you. Everybody knows Brunello Cucinelli. His suits used to be $3,500, which was still too much money. Now it's $8,500. Look it up online, Brunello Cucinelli. Just Google it. You'll see all the prices come out from all the different department stores and their own stores all over the world. Any big dogs back? What was that? Hey, I'm praying for both of my grandparents. Oh, sorry about that. Any big dogs back on FYP? Okay, I'm not sure what that's about. I only pay 20. Well, 20 if they have some for 20.95, maybe. Yeah, Cucinelli, but not 8,000. Yeah, Cucinelli, not 8,000. How about 8,500 for a suit? And it's weird. He makes, there's single breasted like I have on, and there's double breasted like the suit I showed you. He makes 1.5 breasted. What is 1.5 breasted? It's a double breasted, the buttons very close together. He calls it 1.5. It looks weird. It looks good on him. It looks good on Brunello Cucinelli. I had breakfast with him once at that Excelsior Hotel because we were staying in the same hotel because we went to Italy for the big clothing, the Pitti Uomo fashion show. He's there and I was there as a retailer. He was there as a showing the collection, and he's staying in the hotel. So we sat next to each other at breakfast years ago one time, and that's the time when the skinny pants in Italy was like the thing. It wasn't yet in America, but the skinny tight legs was very popular. So they all sitting down eating, and then when everybody got up to leave, right? All their pants were stuck up at the knees. It was all bunched up at the knees, and they actually have to bend down and pull it. But, they were wearing their pants very short at that time. They got to pull the pants down. I mean, it was too much. Too much. But that's his look, and he made himself a big brand with that look. It wasn't static. It was too narrow. When you sit down and you pull your pants up a little to be comfortable on your knee, then it's so narrow, and you get up, it's stuck over there. So they had to pull it down. But that's his look. Yeah, Brioni T. I like Brioni. But that's the Brunello Cucinelli look. And now his suit is 8,500? No, I don't see 8,500. How much is a cashmere sweater? 5,000? 4,000? I don't see it, Pat Riley suits, Armani. He wore all Giorgio Armani. Even Armani is not that much money anymore. It used to be Canali. You mean Canali, Giamatti. Canali is gorgeous. One of my favorite brands, always Canali. I like them because I have a good relationship with them. Your suits are so good. Awesome. Thank you so much, Felix. That is too absurd. Yes, it's absurd, but that's, the Armani suits are 3,600, 3,500. I mean, for how they're made, they're really not worth it because they're all made by machine mostly. But Armani has the #1 name in men's in fashion. Who doesn't know Giorgio Armani? Anywhere in the world you go, Giorgio Armani. Who doesn't know the name? Everybody knows the name. Alexander McQueen, thanks for coming. Yeah, Laura Piana. I got it right here next to me. Where is it? Here it is. Laura Piana. Here's Laura Piana. Yeah. I go to the showroom, the Laura Piana showroom, and I pick out a few books that I like, and then they send me the books from Italy. I see the preview, and then the books come from Italy. I always alter. Yeah, maybe you need some alterations. It could be. You have a good tailor in your neighborhood. That's good. What is the room situation? No. In New York City, there's not a lot of space. So when you go upstairs in the brownstone, that's what it is. This is upstairs. What got you into this suit business? I use this as like my studio where I have a nice TV and I have a couch and I have my computer. I do all my work over here, do a little design and photography, and it's very good to do live and video because the acoustics are good in here and you can't hear traffic. It's very quiet. You want to see a casual suit? I can make you Pedro and accessories. The Lululemon fabric. I have the Lululemon fabric, that beautiful stretchy fabric. I can make you a suit out of that fabric, and it comes out nice. I made it for somebody's son. A customer of mine said, I want to get a comfortable suit for my son because he's only going to have one suit and he's going to wear it like every other day for a job. What can you recommend? So we made him navy blue in the Lululemon fabric, right? You know that Lululemon, that stretchy, everybody wants those pants with a little stretch? It's the same thing, but it comes in different colors. Gotcha, I'm from the South. I've never seen a ceiling like this. Well, they got this in New York because the top of the building is different shapes. Would need too much fabric. Chewbacca's in the house. Yeah, well, the size is no problem, Chewy. No problem. Yes, I love the stretch. Yes, so we can make a stretch. My hair is iconic. I guess I've been wearing it like this for a long time. I'm getting gray, though. That's the only problem. I got all my hair, but I'm getting gray. Yeah, size not a problem. I make most of my customers, I said before, are larger sizes. My most popular size in pants I make is probably 42. 42 waist is kind of big. I make bigger, but that's probably the most popular size, right? Come to the side, you're good. You kind of look like, I get Rick Pitino, I get Vince McMahon, I get Gavin Newsom, I get all those. I get all those guys. Yeah, from the side, I'm good, right? I'm good from the side, huh? Have you ever sold suits for a movie production? Well, actually, let's see, I'm 5'9", 150, so you're thin, right? So you're probably a size 38, 40, right? Probably 38 regular. The Mafia always wore good suits. Yeah, they always love nice Italian suits, Italian fabric, that's for sure. Some stretchy slacks would be great. So, Scoobs, we make you the Lululemon fabric. We make it in regular pants, and then you can tailor them because you can open them or close them if you want. Yep, see, 38 regular. I got your size. And we could take that same fabric and we can make jeans out of it in that Lululemon fabric. You could have Lululemon jeans and nobody would even know. I'm a 32. What would that be in the suit world? What are you, 32 waist of your pants? Someone said they're 6'4". Have you ever sold suits for a movie? Oh, yeah. So in early 2000s, I did the first 2 seasons of Law and Order. So those of you who know Law and Order, when it first started, they were filming in Queens at that Steinway studio, I think it's called. Steinway Studio. And the stylist came into my store that I had on 59th and 3rd that I was talking about earlier. I was talking about that store. My wife's wearing silver to a wedding. She wants to match, but it's kind of boring. What could you recommend? Well, you're not going to wear silver. So if you want to match her silver, you could do black. You could do black on. Oh, would you wear metallic? Is it a formal wedding? Tell me, is it formal? He's popular. Ooh, thank you. So tell me if it's a formal wedding. Like some people might wear suits, some people might wear tuxedos. 6'4", 320, right? So we have to make you custom. No problem. We'll make you a custom suit. It'll fit you beautifully. I mean, beautifully. I've made suits for a guy 6'6". He wasn't 320, but I can make you a beautiful custom suit. But we need to get your measurements. That's for sure. We need to get them. No, it's not a hairpiece. It's my real hair, my man. It's my real hair. I'm going to buy one chicken nugget. Yes, please. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. You seem like a fine, firm lad, mate. Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate that. I have a customer who was from Ireland. He was here in New York. His name is Dolan. And he was the manager at the Plaza Hotel here in New York. Everybody knows the Plaza. I'm in New York. And then he got moved, I think, to Australia, to one of their big resorts over there. Whoever owns the Plaza now, they moved him over to one of the big resorts. He was a nice guy. I sold him 2 suits, and he was the manager. He ran the entire Plaza Hotel. And I happened to just see him on the street. He was sitting outside in a cafe, and I was walking by with a couple of suits. He stopped me, and he said, "What kind of suits are those?" And I sat down with him while he was at the cafe, and then I went to see him at the Plaza. Love fashion, love line fabric, well-tailored clothing. Wait, I was telling somebody about something, and I got interrupted. What was I talking about to somebody over there about something? I was talking about something to somebody. What was it? I was going to tell somebody something about something, and I got sidetracked. Oh, yeah, so the movie, so not the movie, but the TV show Law & Order. So I did 2 seasons of Law & Order. The stylist, a woman, she came to the store, and she said, "Oh, can I look around?" I said, "Sure." She looks around. And she leaves, and then she comes back with 2 more people. And she says, we're doing the styling for Law & Order. We'd like to pick out a few things. I said, fine. So I said, you want some help? I'll help you. What are you looking for? She said, no. We know what we need. We like to look around ourselves. I said, fine. So they look around themselves. They pick out a whole bunch of clothes. It was like $10,000 or $12,000 worth of clothes. And they paid for it, and they left. And I said, I do tailoring. They said, no, we have all our own tailors in-house. We'll do it. And they took all the clothes, and they left. Fine. They came back again. And then I said, let me ask you a question. You think I can get my name in the credits where you bought the clothing from? If I give you a discount or something? They say, no, we don't do that. We have to pay. We don't give consideration. We'll gladly pay your price. And we do our own tailoring. And that was that. They came back many, many times. They were great customers. And it was 2 seasons that it happened. So, and that was the beginning of that store. That store started in 2003. So it was sort of right when I opened it, they came in. Because the Queensboro Bridge, I was right at the entrance to the Queensboro Bridge. That corner, 59th and 3rd, if anybody knows New York City, 59th and 3rd is that you turn that corner to get on the Queensboro Bridge to take you right into Queens. So now it's called the Ed Koch Bridge. They named it after Ed Koch, the former mayor of New York, when he passed away. But it's really the QBB, the Queensboro Bridge. And it's that 59th Street corner where all the cars turn the corner. I was right on that corner. Everybody was turning thousands of cars and trucks all day turning that corner, looking right in my store window. That's why I opened that store there. And of course, the Bloomberg building, you look 18 and 40 at the same time. Oh, thanks so much. I'm way far away from that. I hate to tell you. The Bloomberg building, Michael Bloomberg, they built their New York world. They built the world headquarters. It was going up right across the street, a big, big office tower, and Bloomingdale's was there also. So I took the other corner. There was a store there. It was all closed up, small store, had a second floor, had no third floor. I built the third floor because it had a high ceiling. And then I renovated the first floor. There was no staircase to get to the second floor. The second floor staircase, you had to walk outside onto 59th Street through another door to go up the steps on the side street, because it used to be like a hair salon on the second floor. I built a staircase inside and to go from the main floor, which was tiny, up to the second floor, which was the main part of the store. It was a big, mistake is what it was. In the end, it was a big mistake because I spent too much money on the renovation. I got all involved emotionally and blah, blah, blah. It was a big renovation I did, and I should never spent that much money on the renovation. That was my mistake there. But you got to learn, and you don't, when you make mistakes, that's when you learn. So when I went into another store, I didn't spend so much on the renovation. So I did painting, I did some floor, and I was done. And I made sure I spent the money on the inventory, because that wasn't custom. That was inventory, buying inventory. So yeah, trial and error. You keep on going, okay? Can I have a job? I'm 24 and want to work so that I can support myself through college. Well, that's good to be able to support yourself. I don't have any jobs to give out, but I'm sure you'll find something where you are. What kind of watch are you wearing? I am wearing Piaget Polo is that watch, Piaget. Yeah, you learn. So look, it was a fun while the renovation was going on. I had a good time doing it. I got involved. I like doing projects. I got involved in it. I was friendly with the contractor at the time, the GC, and I had a good architect, and I was building the staircase, and we built the third floor and the dressing rooms, and we got a wood floor from Home Depot, and I made it look like an old world store. It wasn't like a modern store. It looked like a store from the turn of the century. I purposely made it look that way to give that old world charm. When a guy walks in, and you don't want some stores look good modern. It wasn't this wasn't for that store. So and it came out nice. It looked great. But at the end of the day, when your lease ends and you can't stay and you got to leave, you're leaving money in the walls. All the money you spent on wiring and fancy floor and sheetrock and electrical and whatever else you had to do, air conditioning and all that stuff, you can't take that with you. It's got to stay. So all that money, you got to leave it. Even though you used it and you amortized it over time, it's got to stay there. But all your inventory and your desk and your computer, and especially inventory, that you could take, So that's that. Try not to leave that. Yeah, well, you take what you can, but what's in the walls you can't take out. That's impossible, right? You got to leave the electrical. You got to leave the heating and air conditioning, right? The space had no air conditioning. So I had to rent a crane. They had to close the street, get a permit from the city, close the street. Right? Lift at night because it was 59th Street, approach to the bridge. Remember I said approach to the bridge? And with the crane, lift the air conditioning unit onto the roof. This is New York City. This cost a lot of money to do those things. It's not like, I bought a window unit. What's the deal on a custom suit? Yeah, Mike. So that's what I do, Mike. My grandfather came here in 1901 from Poland and opened a linen fabric shop. Oh, wow, interesting. So mine came from Kiev. In 1893, came to New York. So I make custom clothing. I make custom suits in Italy. I'm in New York. My customers are mostly here around the United States. And I do the design and help the customers pick the fabrics. Fabrics from all the best mills, Loro Piana, Rada, all the best mills. Carlo Barbera, I have all of them. And you don't have to fly to Italy. I do it all here. We could do it online. I make suits for people that I never see. I only talk on the phone, or we email back and forth, or they send a photo of themselves. I never get to see them really. Sometimes it goes that way. People buy gifts for people, make a jacket or a suit for a spouse or something. Sure, ship to Minnesota, no problem. I used to have customers in Minnesota. What's the name of that nice town in Minnesota? I can't remember the name. Give me a couple of nice towns in Minnesota. Starts with an E, maybe. What's the average cost? So the average cost, I would say, is about $14.50 for custom. Opening price $11.50. Average $12.50, $14.50. You can go as high as you want, 3,000, 4,000, depending on the fabric that you pick. Oh, Eden Prairie is one, and there was another one, Elmira. Is it Elmira? I know a lot of people say Gavin Newsom. I know. Eden Prairie, I know. Yeah, Adina. That's it. I knew a lot of people say Gavin Newsom. I know. Eden Prairie, I know. Yeah, Adina. That's it. I knew a guy in Adina. Maybe he was the mayor. Adina, but I'm going back quite a few years. Adina, Minnesota. He used to come to my store on Fifth Avenue and buy suits for me there. I used to ship it to him in Adina. Edina. I think it's Edina, right? No, but the guy from the host for America's Most Wanted, he used to shop in the store too on Madison and 51st Street. People, he will go 1,000. Don't worry about it. I'll go for 10,000. If you want to spend 10,000 or get a bunch of guys together, I'll do a trunk show for you. Go to a hotel, we'll get a conference room, we'll get the whole collection, I'll bring the samples. You probably got to spend more than 10,000, probably got to be 25,000. But if you get a bunch of friends together, you could easily get to that number, pretty quickly. Few pieces everybody buys, and it'll be nice for everybody. And then when the suits are all done and ready, I'll come back and I'll do the fitting for everyone. No, that's the price for one suit. $1,200, $1,150. That's for one suit. I'm saying if somebody wants me to come, if you want me to come to Edina, Minnesota, you want to see the collection, you want me to come to you that far away, get a bunch of guys together, and we'll do a trunk show in a hotel conference room. And you could see the samples, you could try things on, you could see all the fabrics, we could do all the measurements, and you can order anything that you want to order. And then I'll come back about a month later on my own with all the clothing and deliver it all to you guys. I need one. Awesome. Makes sense. Yes. So we could do that. Not a problem. I could do that for you guys. Not a problem. I need to be remeasured. Okay. We could remeasure you. If you know a tailor or you have a cleaner in your neighborhood who will measure you for free, maybe you can go in there. I could tell you what I want measured and say, look, I need a measurements for like a wedding, and they'll measure you and you'll give me those measurements. And then I could make whatever you need, and you could pick the fabrics. I could email them to you, a nice selection, and you could say, oh, I love that jacket, I love that suit, let me make this, let me make that, and then we could do it that way. How could I afford these? Well, that's only a question you could answer, Kevin. Only you could answer how you could afford it. On my website, there is Klarna, I think, on my website, and there is PayPal. They do those 4 payment things, so you could buy the suit $495, $395 with the coupon CASH100, get $100 off that suit. And you could split it up in 4 payments on Klarna. And that's not so bad. Been wanting to do this for my husband, yeah, and my son, yeah. That's right. I have done parties and family events where the husband and the son get matching. They do matching suits, matching shirts. And then I make a pair of custom sneakers for the boy and custom shoes for the father. I've done that before. What I need are winter and summer. Yeah, so I have winter now, I have summer now, I have both. Always getting new things in. I was never a fan of double Windsor. What is no one-of-a-kind? A suit? I do have some one-of-a-kind suit. Who was the guy who said his wife had a silver dress he wanted to match? I wanted to show you some formal-looking suits with metallic thread. Do you want to see that? What's up, Huz? Yeah, what's up, Ryder? How you doing? How do you get into your profession? What do you want to be? Well, I thought I was going to be a dentist, but I got involved working with my father. He was in this business, and I found what happened was I was going to go to dental school, and then I found another store. My father had 2 stores already, and there was a Fifth Avenue store on Fifth Avenue. I mean, Fifth Avenue is the big time. And Madison Avenue is big, but Fifth Avenue, that's like, forget it. That's St. Patrick's. That's all the Trump Tower. That's the fanciest on Fifth Avenue. So there was a store on Fifth Avenue that became available right next to Saks. My family always does custom suits. Where is your location? I'm in New York City. I by appointment, I go to see the customers directly. Sir, is your job hiring? No, I really work alone. But if you wanted to meet in a showroom, we can meet in a showroom in New York City, no problem, on the west side of Manhattan. We can meet in a showroom, in a conference room, and I could show you the collection there if you want to meet in a showroom. If anyone wants to meet me in a showroom, if you don't want me to actually come to you, or you're not from the city, or we can meet in your hotel in the lobby, or I can meet you in a clothing showroom that I could go to on the west side of Manhattan in a, with a nice conference table, and we'll have nice light from the big windows, and we can, make a nice afternoon out of it. Sir, is your job hiring? No, not right now, not hiring, but I want to show you these very cool fabrics. Okay, check this out. This is ceremony. Okay, this is ceremony. This is all formal. Formal. Now, look at these. Chrome. I'm trying to get them to shine for you. These are chrome, and that's what it looks like, all made up. Now, you don't have to make it that way. You can make it any way you want. It doesn't have to be a formal smoking jacket, but it can be that way, But that's the chrome. Then it comes in gold also. I mean, look at this. There's the gold. That's the gold. And there's the jacket in the gold. And you see the buttons? The buttons are covered in the same fabric. It doesn't have to be that way, but it can be that way. And let me show you the metallics. The metallics, these are always very cool too. The velvets, look, burgundy velvet. Comes in burgundy, comes in emerald green, and comes in black, and in navy also. Sir, no, not right now. Where is your location? Well, I'm in New York. If you send me an email, hello, I just want black or thin. Yeah, I have those. Black, plain black, or black with thin pinstripe. That's the accent I wanted. The burgundy velvet is, gorgeous. You can make a whole suit out of that, or just a jacket, whatever you want. But I want to show you these. This is one of my favorite things. Here. This is with metallic thread. You see that one on the top? Silver metallic. So the gentleman who said, my wife is wearing a silver dress. She wants me to match. Look at that black suit, tone on tone. You see the stripe, tone on tone, and then the silver metallic thread. You can make a suit out of that. It doesn't have to be a tuxedo. This is showing it in a tuxedo. But you could make a beautiful peak lapel suit out of it. It would be a showstopper, right? It would be a showstopper. This is dark black, only because the ring light is in front of me, so the light is hitting it. So that's why. These are all bespoke suits. Yes, Nikki. These are all bespoke, made in Italy, not in America. Steve Harvey had suit. Yeah, I met Steve Harvey. He came to my store on 3rd Avenue. A friend of his was in the store. I didn't know the friend. I didn't know it was a friend of his. Friend of his was in my store, and I think he bought a pair of loafers on 3rd Avenue. And then about a week later, he walks in with Steve Harvey because I had a pair of boots in the store. They were high, like almost to the knee, for men. The bottom part was a deerskin boot. It was a rubber sole, and the top part was pony. It wasn't real pony, but it looked like pony. It had brown patches and camel color patches, and he brought Steve Harvey in for those boots, and Steve Harvey bought those boots. Those boots were $1,250, and it was like 2005. He spent $1,250 on those boots. Those were very cool boots. Vince, how you doing, Vince? I know, Vince. No, those were not waterproof, but they were for the wintertime because the deerskin is a thicker leather. It's in Italian, it's cervo. Cervo is deerskin in Italian. You can't afford me. Well, look at my CASHLANA suit. That's why I made it. I know not everything could be $1,000. I know people don't want always that much money. So I made these beautiful suits out of this beautiful fabric. That's one behind me. That's the navy blue CASHLANA. I'm in New York, yes. Yeah, cervo, but not CH. It's CERVO, cervo. How is your McDonald's? I don't go to McDonald's. So this is the charcoal gray CASHLANA. Beautiful, nice, soft fabric, Super 150 wool. I don't have physical stores for the last 10 years. I had from the 70s with my family until 2014. In 2014, I went all online and by appointment in 2014. So I'm 10 years already by appointment only. Online, yes, suitcafe.com, one word. So this is the charcoal gray. Behind me is the navy blue. And I also have the plain black, although I don't have a sample yet to show the plain black, but it's available. This is $4.95. Can you add piping? Yes, you could add piping to the velvet, 100%. If you just want piping on the edge and you don't want the full lapel in the silk, or really on the velvet, you should put the grosgrain. If you know what grosgrain is that heavier woven silk. It goes on the velvet. You know, the satin silk is a little too flimsy. You might see it, bubbling with the velvet underneath. So the grosgrain is better. Yeah, if you want to do pockets, I know what you mean. You want to do grosgrain on the pockets, a grosgrain on the edge. You could do that. Absolutely, you could do it. Absolutely. So this is $4.95, this suit, in the charcoal gray and a navy blue. It's a beautiful hand-sewn suit. It's not custom. It's not bespoke, but it is made to your size. It's made to your size. So you can't pick the lining. You can't pick the buttons. The factory picks what coordinates with this, because we want to keep the price at that $500, just under $500 price point. And this is a workhorse of a suit. It's great for traveling. You can fold it up. You could wear it every day, every other day if you want. It's not going to wear out. It's going to last you a long time. For someone who just needs one good suit or wants to keep one in the closet for a party or a date, or you can't get a bigger lapel on this one. You can't. This is, I'll measure it for you. This one is like a standard classic lapel. On the custom, the bespoke, you could get whatever size you want, pretty much. This lapel is 3 inches. This is a 3-inch lapel. So that's a standard classic lapel, is this one, 3 inches. So for this suit, my suit, do you mean pants and jacket, or just, no, suit, I mean a set. Jacket with the pants, like I'm wearing. Jacket and the pants together. That's a suit. A jacket, when I say jacket, that's just the jacket alone, like a sport jacket. That's the jacket alone. A suit is the full set. Full set. So this is $3.95 with the coupon CASH100. I just put it on the website before I went live here, just to have it there for you guys. It's available in navy and gray, but if you wanted the black, you have to buy the navy or gray. Just tell me in a note, I want the black one, because I don't have a sample of the black to photograph it yet. So I couldn't put it up there, but it is already available. The fabric is already in the factory. What does that mean? How many pieces? A suit is 2 pieces. A suit is the pants with the jacket matching in the same fabric. Does it come with button-up sleeve and tie? It doesn't come with a tie. I don't know what you mean by, you mean the sleeve with the working buttonholes? No, not for 400, 500. You don't get the open buttonholes for that. But if you have a good tailor in your neighborhood, which I could find you one, any good tailor can make any suit that doesn't have the open buttonholes. He can make the open buttonholes. It's a job. It's not just opening it up and making the buttonhole. It's much more involved than that, because you got to add a piece of fabric inside. Well, if you look on the website, the suit is $4.95. It's on there right now, CASHLANA. It's $4.95. There's 2 blue ones. It's the same suit. And there's the charcoal. But there's a coupon. There's a discount code. It's CASH100. If you use that, it's going to take $100 off. It's going to be $3.95. So you can use that now and get $3.95 instead of $4.95. But I did it just to start off, because this suit is brand new for me. It's a brand new fabric. This suit cost me $255. That's my cost. And that's when the suit is still in Italy. I still have to bring it here, and I have to ship it to you somewhere for free in America. So it's me $255. It's going to cost me $100 or more to get it here and ship it everywhere. So you're almost getting it really at what the cost is, because I want people to try it out. I want people to get it, because once you get it, you're going to say, oh my God, this suit fits me so great. I love the fabric. You're going to tell a friend, and that friend is going to pay more money than you. Right? You're going to tell your friend, I got $3.95, but you got to pay $4.95. There's no more coupon. That's what's going to happen. But if you want to be the big shot and you want to be the nice guy, you'll email me before and you say, listen, I got a friend and I want to tell him I could get him a deal. I could get him a deal, not me, meaning you. And I'll let him use the coupon. I will make one just for him so you could look good. That's what I'll do for you, right? So you could look good. You could say, look, I know the guy. I know the owner, right? You know that whole thing? I know the owner. No problem. I'll get you the deal. So what did you supposed to start, and what's the turnaround time? So bespoke starts $1,150. There is a selection for $1,150, but then it jumps to $1,250 right away, and it needs at least 3 weeks for that. The CASHLANA suit, which is not bespoke, is 7 to 10 days that you should get it in 7 to 10. It's got to come to me first, because I got to import it. first. So once it comes to me, I get it, I make sure it's okay, and then I send it to you someplace. Yes, 1,002. Well, the suit I'm wearing right now is 1,250. Navy blue, flannel, chalk stripe, super 120 wool. That's the one I'm wearing right now, just to give you an idea. Harry Plord, a nice look, like the tie. Thank you. Right, you have to embroider it. What do I have to embroider? I'm not embroidering anything. The logo you talk about. What logo? I mean my label? My suit label? That not embroidered. Those labels are already made. Those labels are in the factory, and when they make the suit, they're sewing the label in. So it's not embroidered in the lining itself. It's actual label hand sewn right into the jacket. So that's my company right there. Now, if you told me I don't want the label, can we get an appointment? I'm in Brooklyn. Yeah, you can. You can get an appointment, no problem. Send me an email at hello@suitcafe.com, and maybe we could meet. Can we meet in the city someplace? We'll meet in Manhattan. I love good stitching. Christopher Walken. Somebody told me Christopher Walken before too, not the first one. If somebody does not want the label with my company name, it says Suit Cafe made in Italy. If you don't want that, I could tell the factory to leave it off, and they won't put it in. Because when you make the bespoke, you get to choose a custom lining. You could choose linings I have, or you could send me a photo of your mother-in-law, and we'll put her picture on your lining on the inside. Right? I'm not good with TikTok. I have a phone number. Maybe can I message you? Well, you could send me an email. No, it has nothing to do with TikTok. Send me an email. hello@suitcafe.com. That's the best way. Send me an email. Yes, Brandon, for real. That's right. I did a suit for a customer of mine for his son. He made a suit for his 10-year-old son. The suit was $950 for the 10-year-old. And the son wanted a custom lining. We did the New York 2021 Major League Soccer MLS Championship logo we put on the lining for the 10-year-old, and it came out amazing. Yeah, came out. I don't have that suit here. I'd show it to you, but I already gave it to them. So I don't have it. I don't have it to show you. You could look on my Instagram. You could see the jacket I made for the governor, Greg Abbott. There's a picture of me with him. And you could see the lining I made for him. I made the custom logos with the Texas A&M, the Longhorns, and the seal of the governor of the state of Texas. That's in the lining there. Price range, $1,150. Chaim, $1,150 up to $3,000, $3,500. And there's so much in between those prices. Although the CASHLANA suit, the one behind me, and the one I showed you in the gray, which I'm releasing today on my website, that is $395 and $495. That suit, which is a great for everyday suit. If you don't want to make a total bespoke custom, you don't want to spend that kind of money. You still didn't say anything about the measures you need. Well, I didn't say what measurements I need. I said, what measurements do I need to make a bespoke suit? I could, if you want to make one, email me. I'll email you back. I'll send you the list. It's not so many measurements. I'll send it to you. You need neck. You need under the arms, circumference of the body, circumference of the stomach, circumference of the waist, around the hips, which is around the buttocks, all the way around, circumference. You need the thigh as high up as you can to the crotch, around the thigh, around the knee, around the calf, and leave a little leeway when you do that. I also need one wrist around the wrist. I also need the bicep. I need the shoulder across your back from this point all the way across to this point. And I need also, what else do I need? I think that's all I need. So that's all of them. Or you could tell me your neck, your waist, your height, and your weight. And I can make a suit like that too. Where's your physical store located? I'm 18-minute drive from Times Square. I don't have any stores anymore. I used to have many in the city, but not since 2014. So we can meet up someplace in the city, no problem. We can make an appointment, and I have a showroom on the west side, and I can meet you there in that showroom if you want. Where are they made? Everything is made in Italy. Everything. All the fabrics are Italian. I showed a lot of fabrics here tonight. I showed, the Loro Piana, one of the most expensive. There's Carlo Barbera, which is the Khitan fabrics, and we have fabrics that are not so expensive, so you can get a little better price. And there's many, many books with so many fabrics. I need to leave a lot of leeway around the crotch, if you know what I mean. Yeah, sure, no problem. We give you extra crotch. We can make extra crotch lining. Italian for 12.50. Yes, I make it all in Italy, starting around 11.50, 12.50, and then we go up from there. It all depends on the fabric, really. That's what it all depends on. Of course, they're durable. They're all canvas inside. They're all hand stitched. They come out gorgeous. They come out really, really gorgeous. And the bespoke. Somebody asked me something else. Oh, were they made? I said Italy already. You want velvet pajamas? I can make that too, because the shirt factory in Spain, they make pajamas. They take the cotton fabric and the satin fabric from the shirts, and they make full pajamas out of it. You could put your initials on the pocket. They'll make you a matching pants, a matching shirt. You could pick the piping that you want, the color piping, and the matching robe with the shawl collar, like a real smoking robe. They make all that stuff. I haven't made it for anybody, but they make it. I gave you an instant message with my friendship. Thank you so much. Nikki has, where did you do that instant message? Here on TikTok or on Instagram? Scoobs, that would be perfect. What you sell, suits. I make custom suits. For those of you just joining, I make custom-made suits in Italy. I'm in New York. Most of my customers are here in America, but I make custom-made suits in Italy, all the fabrics, all Italian. I do have some British fabric now. Yes, on TikTok, maybe you can call me once you get off the live. Would love to speak to you. Well, I'm not going to call at 4 o'clock in the morning. That I'm not going to do. What's the cheapest suit you've made? I mean, the cheapest suit I made, custom, is the 11.50. That's maybe 9.50. The boy suit was 9.50 for a little boy, 10-year-old. Was 9.50. So yeah, website, suitcafe.com. That's the website, suitcafe.com. I got a website. It's limited in what's there. A lot of nice shoes on the website. Book, I have a lot of books, 50, 60 books, a lot of books to look at. So there's a lot. So if we narrow down what you think you might want, I could bring a lot of books to show you. I'm saying, yeah, book of swatches, absolutely. Some people say bunches, but it's books. I say books. I love the one you have one now. Yeah, this is the navy blue chalk stripe flannel suit. It comes also in, I don't think it comes in gray. I think it comes in navy. It might come in black. But this is flannel, and it also comes in not flannel, which is more of an all-year-round fabric without the flannel, right? Shoes got to be Ferragamo. Come on. I don't make Ferragamo shoes, but I make nice shoes in Spain, and you can change the design if you want, right? Yes, thank you for the mazal. Anyway, this suit is $1,250, the one that I'm wearing, the navy blue flannel. It comes out beautiful and double-breasted. I made it for someone in double also. Thread count for starting suits. Well, I guess Super 110, Super 120 is the starting for that. And we go up to 150, 160, and I have coming for this spring, summer, Super 200 with cashmere. So if you haven't seen that yet, I have it coming, Super 200. I have a meeting tomorrow, and I was wondering what best suit can I make using a red striped poplin. Well, I have a seersucker with the red stripe. If you want to see that, that's right here. But I'm not going to have it for tomorrow. And this is a strictly summer suit. But this is the, I can't look at it. That's the red seersucker. Right? You know that old joke about seersucker? Right? Some curious if I know Max Formal Company. I don't. Yeah, Super 200 with cashmere going to be nice. I don't know the price yet, but I felt the fabric. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's soft. You can't even. It's almost like you touch the fabric and you don't even feel it in your hands. That's how nice it is. Yeah, Casino with De Niro. He wore nice outfits. The jackets with the shirts with the matching ties. I liked it very much. That would look good as the liner. Yeah, well, this is actually nice for a sport jacket. That red seersucker. It's a little stretchy. So the joke about the seersucker is one guy's walking down the street, and another guy says, "Hey, I love that suit. Where'd you get it?" He goes, "I got it in the Sears, sucker." That's the joke. An old clothing joke, and a bad one at that. Nobody remembers Sears anymore. That's why. That was the seersucker joke. That was it right there. Does anybody remember Sears, the department store that sold automotive? It sold clothes. There was a department store called Sears. It was not very high-end. Sears. It was all over. They had the Sears catalog. So they're all out of business a long time already, I think. So that's the joke. So he's wearing a Sears sucker, and the guy says, "I like that suit. Where'd you get it?" He goes, "I got it in Sears, sucker." Sears and Roebuck. Yes, exactly. Sears and Roebuck. Long, long time ago. Oh, you had one just closed there. Yeah. So that's from a million years ago. I'm going back a million years, not even 900,000. I'm going back a million. You remember the emblem? Absolutely right. Going back a million years. A million. So I think I showed you guys a lot of stuff. If you go to the website, we got beautiful shoes. The new CASHLANA is up there on the website. Oh yeah, of course I know Rochester. I have a good friend who lives there in Rochester. He's a lawyer. I have a good friend in Rochester. He's a lawyer. I forgot the name of the firm. He's like an old camp buddy. You know, like an old camp buddy. We went to camp together when we were kids. We were teenagers in camp. And he buys some clothing from me. He's 6'6". Tall guy. Not big, but tall. Good. Thanks for saving, Anthony and Joey. Appreciate that. I live there. I need this contact. Thank you so much. You need his contact. Yeah, I forgot what firm he's with. But he's with a law firm downtown someplace in Rochester. Yeah, I think it's Rochester. Had Anderson Little near me. I used to get suits as a kid. I don't know, Anderson, but well in Greece. Are you in Greece? I will reach out and get you my measurements. Yeah, Scoobs, do it. We'll make it, no problem. I had a guy on TikTok who reached out to me. We're making him some plaid pants. He doesn't wear suits. He only wears pants, and he likes to wear plaid. So we're taking some sport coat fabrics that are plaid, and we're making him some pants out of the plaid. Greece, Greece, New York. So you got a lot of snow up there now. I saw the snow was like insane up there. What's a ballroom suit? You mean like a formal suit? I do deal with Italian hats, yes. If you want some beautiful fedora hats, there's some beautiful companies I can get hats from Italy directly, and they're gorgeous. Like Borsalino, if you want Borsalino. Or there's another better one than Borsalino. It's called Penzi something. I forgot the name, but beautiful hats they make. If you need a suit, I'm the person to make it. I follow through. I stand behind my product 100%. Anything goes wrong, you call me. That's it. You get in touch with me right away. I have customers really all over, really all over. I just made a suit I want fitted. Yes, okay, no problem. We can make it fitted. No problem at all. Smooth suit for smooth dancing like the waltz, tango, foxtrot, etc. Yeah, look, if you wanted something like Gene Kelly or Fred Astaire, I could make that too with a nice wide cuff on the bottom. Pleated pants like they used to wear, right? We can make that also. Not a problem to do. Like that high Hollywood waistband, the high waistband, right? Like the dancers wore, right? I know what that is. We can make that too. My grandfather used to make a suit in the 60s called the Hollywood suit, right? In the 60s, early 70s. How about a zoot suit, right? I used to be emo with skinny jeans. You're a skinny fella, but baggy pants. Well, we can make skinny or wide. The fashion now, I make a gentleman's suit, so it's a nice tailored suit for every day, for work, for business, for events. But the fashion in Italy now is getting wider. They're going away from the skinny, trim, short look, way away from it. Yeah, zoot suits are really cool. I have my navy blue double-breasted pinstripe suit right here next to me, but I buried it under some more clothes. Look, I don't like to dictate fashion to my customers. That's the main thing. I could tell you what's happening in Italy. I follow the Italian fashion. I could tell you what's going on. I could tell you what I'm selling to other customers. I could show you what's been popular. I don't tell you this is what you have to buy. This is how you have to make it. I never do that to customers. If you like something a certain way, that's the way we're going to make it. That's how it's going to come out. If you want something a certain way, I could say, look, it's really not going to come out good that way. Maybe not because it's not in fashion, but maybe it can't physically be made that way. You might have something in your mind, and because you're not in the clothing business, it's just not going to come out right. And I would not recommend it. You ever see suits that have 2 or 3 lapel holes here? Those look ridiculous, and they put a different color. I never like that stuff. Size 5'7", 140. Yeah, 31 waist. It's no problem at all. 31 waist, you're like a 36 short, right? 38 short maybe. Do you do peak? Oh yeah, I got the suit right here. I just showed it before. Peak lapel. This is the Tom Ford suit. You got it right here. The 2-button peak lapel. Right here. The 2-button peak. And also with the ticket pocket. So you got the ticket pocket. You got the ticket pocket right there, the 2 pockets, and you got the 1 pocket on the other side. This is my own personal suit in the gray stripe. How much? This particular suit, it was, I think, this might have been 1250 or 1450, so it's close to the opening range. And I picked the burgundy lining. I put this lining on a lot of my suits. I like it. This little pin dot lining. And look how we make the pockets. All hand sewn, all the way around the pockets, like that. You get a label with your name on it. What are some common mistakes people do buying their first suit? A common mistake in the first suit, they buy something that they can't wear to a lot of places. That's their first mistake. They buy a stripes or they buy plaids for their first suit, and they only have one suit. So once they wear it somewhere, people go, oh yeah, that guy only has the same suit. It's the same suit I see the guy. Canvas, yes, these are canvas suits. The bespoke ones are canvas. So they say, oh, this guy, he's, I already saw him. That's the only suit he's got. I recognize that suit. But when you wear a navy blue or you wear charcoal gray, something classic for your first suit, people say, oh, that's a beautiful navy, because they know everybody has a navy. So they don't say, oh, he's in the navy again. No, they go, that's a beautiful navy suit. He wore something elegant. He's nice and crisp. He's got a white shirt, clean. He's got the navy. He's got a beautiful tie. It's all nicely coordinated. That's what people say when you have that as your first suit. Do you work with it? No, no, I don't. I work with anybody whose money is green. If your money is green, I'm working with you. Put it that way. No, I'm just joking. Nobody uses money anymore. Everybody pays by credit card. What is too gritty to fit in the pants? I'm not sure I got that. What if it's too girthy? Too girthy? You say girthy? I can't read it. We make the crotch bigger. That's all we do. We give you extra room. Hi, elegant sir. One dressing tip for a lawyer. Oh, one dressing tip. Well, do you go to court? Do you have to wear a suit every day in the court? If I was a lawyer, I don't care if I saw clients in an office or I didn't. I'd go into work in a suit every day because the suit gives you a certain sort of feeling. I want to sit. I want to do work. I want to do well. I want to take a phone call. I'm thinking about what negotiations I'm going to make. I'm thinking about the contract. Maybe if I'm wearing a sweatpants and I'm wearing a t-shirt or a polo or I'm wearing casual, I'm falling asleep or I want to get a snack. How long does it take to? Well, for the bespoke, we're talking like 3 weeks. For the real bespoke, the CASHLANA, which I showed you, which is behind me, that's the $400 suit. That's like 7 to 10 days for that one. But that's only navy, gray, or black. Those three colors right now. Comes navy, gray, or black. I ship all over. Of course, I'm going to ship it to you. That's what we're going to do. We're going to ship it for free, wherever you want to go. I've always dealt with Borsalino. Yeah, love them. I love the Trinofo. Borsalino, the hats. Of course, I know the gentleman who runs the company for the United States, Italian guy. Can you put hidden compartments in suits for suit? Yeah, we could put pockets instead of the regular pockets. We could put pockets with zippers on the inside. Put a zipper here, put a zipper here. So when you travel, you take your jacket off, nothing's going to fall out of your inside pocket. We could put zippers inside those pockets, make them zip shut, which we can do. Bet hit my DMs, gotta go to my buddy's wedding. Bet hit my DMs, gotta go. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. And by the way, it is almost 4:30 in the morning in New York City. This is like a nice live we did here, 4:30 a.m. I hope I sell something 4:30 a.m., believe me. But you're all nice people, no question. Raymond Pritchakria I missed that. How do I find the non-bespoke? Also, do you do 3-piece? Yes, I make 3-piece, but only in the bespoke. And the non-bespoke is the CASHLANA suit that's on the website right now. It only comes in the 3 colors, the black, the navy, and the charcoal. The black is not on the website, but because there's no suit yet to photograph, but the fabric is already available. So if you wanted the black, solid black, and this is an all year round suit. This is winter, summer, spring, fall. You wear it anytime you want. It's $4.95 on the website, and there's a coupon code for. The coupon is Cash 100. We'll give it to you for $3.95 because you were on the live, and you could buy it right on the website. If you want the black, just put a note if you buy navy or charcoal, put a note there that I want the black one, and I'll make you the black one instead. Got to go to bed for working on cars. Ooh, I like cars. Carbon fiber for protection. Carbon fiber suit? Maybe. I don't think so. Carbon fiber on a car, maybe. Yeah, everyone's got to go to bed. It's almost 4:30 in the morning. I got to go to bed too. I'm not gonna wake up till 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That's gonna be a problem. Yes, the coin place on Federal Hill. My family has a pizza place across the street. I don't know it. I'm a technician. Okay, how would I go by sizing with that, and what is the thread count on that? You mean the thread count on the CASHLANA? This is the CASHLANA. So this is Super 150, 95% Super 150, and 5% cashmere. That's what the CASHLANA is. 95% Super 150 and 5% cashmere. You're going to get a label on the inside. It's going to say, I had the label here. It's going to say CASHLANA, and you're going to get another label that says Super 150s and cashmere on the inside of the suit. And the opposite side will have my company label on that also. What type of suits are we featuring? Oh, Champagne David, you're here. Hello, how are you, Champagne David? Yes, the casual lana, not the casual lana. It's the CASHLANA, CASH lana. Lana for wool and cash for cashmere. CASHLANA, right? So I make custom-made suits. You just came in, Champagne Man. And I make beautiful custom-made suits in Italy with all Italian fabric and all the best mills in Italy, all handmade, all bespoke. And I'm just releasing my newest collection, something new that I haven't done before, a better priced suit that's not bespoke, but it is made to your size. And it comes in now the 3 classic colors of navy blue, charcoal gray, and black. It's $495 for the whole suit, Super 150s with cashmere. It's called the CASHLANA suit because it's cashmere and lana. Lana is wool in Italian. Is there any wool mixed with linen in the CASHLANA? No. And I know why you're asking me, and the answer, it's purposely not that way. The factory makes it for me like that on purpose. All my suits are made like that on purpose. And I don't even take any of those. This year in Italy, wool and linen was like the hottest fabric. And there were many books where the whole book was wool and linen. And I didn't take any of those books, because those books, I can't sell them to my customers. So wool and linen is not in my, not anywhere. So if you want to have it tested, sure you can, but it's going to come out fine. Awesome. My uncle was married to one of his daughters many years ago. Oh, are you related to, I'm not related to Christopher Walken. I'm not. So, so that's the CASHLANA, and it's a really, really great suit. A really great suit. So where you get your suit from, these suits are made in Italy. All these suits are made in Italy. The one I'm wearing is custom. It takes about 3 weeks to make a custom suit. It takes 3 weeks. The CASHLANA go a little quicker because they're not fully custom. I'm on your website, but I don't see where do I make a suit. Well, choose CASHLANA at the top, and then you could choose your size in the CASHLANA, like that. And then I'm going to ask you, after you choose it, I'm going to email you. I'm going to ask you your neck, your waist, and your height and your weight. And then we're going to make that CASHLANA suit for you. That's exactly how that's going to work. Actually, on the checkout, there's a little box where you could actually add other information. You could add your neck and your waist. You could do it. But I usually email everybody after. Anyway, I do that with shoes too. I ask people about their shoe size when it comes to the shoes. No, I don't know the name. Raponi. I assume for the CASHLANA, I'll pick the size, and then I'll need to get the pant. Well, no, not necessarily. You might not have to get the pant tapered. It depends on the bottom that you want. The pant on the CASHLANA is going to come unfinished. So you mean tapered or hemmed? If you mean like put a bottom on it, a hem, yes, you'll have to bring it to a tailor, and you'll try it on with your shoes, and you'll measure the length that you want. The bespoke comes with the bottom already made for your length. But for the CASHLANA, it will come long, unfinished, so you could do whatever you want with it. You can make a plain bottom, you can make a cuff, you could do whatever you want. Mostly, we're still making 99% plain bottoms, maybe 100% plain bottoms. Not for this suit. This suit is not on any website. No, this you're going to email me, hello@suitcafe.com, and you'll email me about if you want this exact suit. And I will get you this exact one. This is $1,250, and we'll get a bunch of measurements from you. We'll get some couple of photographs. We need 3 photos of you without the head. If you don't want to send your head, we need front, we need back, and side view from about 5-6 feet away. And we have to send that to the factory. I meant tapered. I go through many suits a year, and I like it. Yeah, okay, so tapered, no problem. Because the bottom is not even finished yet, it's even easier for the tailor to taper it, because he'll taper it, and then he'll make the bottom for you. He'll make them shorter. So it's even easier for a tailor. Nope, can't find it. What can't you find? CASHLANA you can't find? Is that what you can't find? It says right at the top, home CASHLANA suits, right on the home page. You click at the top and they're right there. CASHLANA. Suitcafe.com. Is that all one word? Nope, can't find it. Raponi. Yeah, Raponi is my great grandma's last name, and she came over the boat. She changed it. Till tectonic plate shift. Okay, Pink. Yeah, tectonic plates. You know, I was on Iceland, and you could stand on one side of the tectonic plate and your foot on the other. Have you seen that movie, American Psycho? I might have. It's a very long time ago. Maybe I saw that movie. Maybe a long time ago. Maybe a long time ago I saw it. Are Borsalino? No, Borsalino not on my website. No. I have to. They're not. I have to call them up and I could get the hats from them directly. But there's a better company than that from Italy. It's called Panizino, something like that. Love you, brother. As an Italian, I'm going. Yep. Go to bed, Matrix. I'll see you on my next live. Hope you're following me on here. And I'm going to go to bed too, like 2 minutes, because I can't stay up till 5 a.m. The sun will be coming up, and that's when you can't even fall asleep. The sun comes up, and then your whole next day is screwed. I mean, I'll be sleeping half the day tomorrow. That'll be insanity. Could someone pin the name? Yeah, somebody pin the name for, somebody pin the name here, suitcafe.com. Right? Get some sleep too. I'll still need a suit. Yep, so please email me, DM me. Do you make custom ties? I do make ties. They're on the website, but I'm starting a new program with a company in Italy to make custom ties. You'll pick the swatches of the silk and we'll make the length and the width that you want with your name embroidered on the back of the tie. That's coming for spring, summer. So that's something new that I'm going to have. So if you really want custom tie, wait for that. I'm going to have it. Can you show us the website? I don't know. Can I show it to you here on... Let's see. Can I type in here myself? I don't see that I could type myself in here. Can I? I don't see that I could. Yes, I can. How do I do it? Do you? No. I ship everything everywhere. Everything I shipped. Show the page. Let's see. I'm not sure how I do it here. Let me see. This is... It's hard to see. This says shop. This says something else. This says who? This says more. Let's see, draw, pole, lightning, wallpaper, lightning, gifts, flip camera, mirror, pause, settings, comment. I can comment. Okay, I'm going to comment right here, and you will see the website. Okay, there it is. https://suitcafe.com. Is that what you were typing in? Thank you, Legend. Appreciate that. For everybody who's just joining, I saw a whole bunch of people came in. I make custom-made suits, but I can't explain everything now. This was a long live. I don't know how long we're on. I think I came on at 12:30. It's 4:30 in the morning in New York. So everyone's going to go to sleep now. Everybody's already in bed watching me on their phone. That's what's going on right now. Everybody's already in bed. Right? Everybody's already in bed. Yes. No. That's what. Take the E out. Take out the E. There's no E. The E is at the end. Cafe. Take out the E in the middle. There's no E in the middle. It's suit, like a suit, and then cafe, like a coffee shop. One word. Suit Cafe. Pin your website, or you got it in your profile. Yes, it's in my profile. It is. It's on my TikTok. It's in my profile. It's on my Instagram, on my profile, and it's on YouTube in the profile. All under Suit Cafe, one word. I know it's already tomorrow morning. I'm usually waking up at 3, like, thank God I could sleep 2 hours more, 3 hours more. But, am I hiring? No, I'm not really hiring anybody. Can you just point your camera? Point my camera. No, I don't have. My thing is on a stand. It's not that easy right now to do it. But that's what it is. Suit Cafe. That's what it is. There, you got it right there. Magic put it in there. Exactly right. It's on there right now again. Suitcafe.com. And you just Google it. Just Google Suit Cafe. I come right out. Google always says suitcase. It always says, oh, your suitcase? No, it's with an F. Legend. Yes, thank you. Got it. Got it. Hope soon I get one. Whenever you are ready. If you have any issues, anybody has any questions, anybody has any problems, just send me a DM here. Send me an email through the website, through the contact page. And you could send me a comment on YouTube. I answer all. So hopefully, I'm not in Spain. No, I'm in New York. I make the shoes in Spain, and I make the suits in Italy. And now I make shirts in Italy, too. I was making shirts in Spain. Have you ever watched... I never watched Kingsman. I didn't see that movie. Can also you just Google... Yeah, I think you can Google CASHLANA. I think it'll come out. Yes, it'll come out for the website. And there's also a YouTube... Not YouTube. There is a Facebook group for the CASHLANA suit. There is a Facebook group for the CASHLANA suit that I started a long time ago. Actually, when I first came up with the idea to make the CASHLANA, I started a Facebook group for it. And that was years ago. If we go to New York, can we come by? We can meet someplace in New York. I really don't have a store anymore, not since 2014, but absolutely we'll meet in a showroom in New York. And if you want to come and see a collection and buy something, I will bring it for you. Yes, CASHLANA suits. Exactly right. Exactly right. CASHLANA suits. Right now, it's just the solid colors. The classic navy, the classic charcoal, and the... Oh, by the way, if you want to buy 2 pairs of pants, you could buy the suit with 2 pairs of pants. It's not on the website yet. How long? Oh, I've been in the clothing business 35 years. 35 years I've been in the club. But my family's been in it 100 years, over 100 years in New York. CASHLANA, yes, like suits inspired by lana. No, lana in Italian means wool. And the cash is short for cashmere. So it's CASHLANA. It's a woolen cashmere blend is what the suit is made out of. You stretching me like crazy. So what was I saying? I was saying something, but it's late and I just forgot what I was saying. So, so if I buy like 6 suits, would you give me... yeah, but I'm saying about pants. You could buy a suit with 2 pairs of pants. So you can make a CASHLANA, say the charcoal gray suit, comes with obviously a jacket and pants. I can make the suit for you with 2 pairs of pants. So you can pay extra for 1 pair of pants. A lot of people like a second pair of pants, right? Yeah, sure. I don't. We got to figure out what you want to buy before you say I want 6 suits. Give me a discount. Let's see what you want to buy. What am I selling, Big Cheese? I make custom-made suits in Italy. I mean, I've been on here for 4 hours. Talking about custom-made, selling custom-made, and can you click in my profile and see the suits that's in the repost vid and give me your opinion? Can I click in your profile? If I could find it, I'll click in your profile. Appreciate that, everybody. So thanks for coming in. Yeah, you were real. Yes, that's me, Phil. Absolutely. The funny thing is, earlier when I was on, a guy came on here. It was just like with one of those usernames, and he said, "Oh my God, is this you?" I'm like, "This is us, Seth and Rachel." I mean, I didn't see them for years. They live in New Jersey, friends of mine. They said, "Is this really you?" I said, "Yeah, it's me. Let's catch up." What are your prices? I wear 52 jacket and 38 waist. Yeah, so it's no problem. We can make custom made. You make really nice suits, so keep it up. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here tonight. I learned a lot. Thank you. I wear suit 5. Okay, so you're my customer, Biggie Cheese. Let's go. I don't have a showroom in LA. New York City, we could meet in Manhattan. 5 days a week, I can make your suits. I send them to I could send them wherever you are. You can pick the fabrics. We could pick the style. We could pick the linings. You could pick the buttons. I'll make the suits in Italy. It takes about 3 weeks. Suits start $1,150. There's a selection in that price. Then they go up $1,250, $1,450, $1,650, $1,850, $2,150, $2,950 right now, depending on the fabric that you choose. All the different mills from Italy. And you could also make special requests. I can make coats in different fabrics. I have a whole selection of overcoats. I could also do mink. I make coats with mink coats for men with fur on the inside of the coat. Nobody sees the fur but you. It's on the inside. I can make it removable. So you could take it off and wear the coat when it's not so cold out. Leave the fur at home. I could do that too. Those are all special things that I can do. I can make leather coats. All these things, I could do a lot of special things. Work with corduroy, a beautiful pea coat. I can make a beautiful pea coat, raincoat. I'm making a coat now. Let me tell you this. I'm making a coat for a guy now, and it took a long time. What's the shame? 45 viewers. I'm making a coat for a guy now. It's going to be 2 coats. We're making camel cashmere, double-breasted style like a trench coat, but in cashmere. Inside, it's going to be a mink coat connected to the cashmere coat. And you could take apart the 2 coats to make 2 separate coats. So if he wants to wear the cashmere alone, he can. If he wants to wear the mink coat as a separate coat, he can do that too. Walk around the city streets in a mink for a man. It'll be a above the knee, single-breasted with buttons and a long sleeve coat. All mink. And then he reverses it and he puts it inside the camel coat as a lining. So we're making that coat. My favorite Italian designer, I like Brioni, if you want to pick something off the rack. Yes, I have Super 180. I have Brandon Super 200 with cashmere. Super 200. Nice suit behind you. Yeah, so this is the new CASHLANA behind me. It's on my website now. That's what I came on here to release. The new CASHLANA comes in navy and charcoal gray. That's the newest fabric. I just came out with this. It's a very well-priced, popular price, not bespoke. It's made to your size, but a beautifully fitting suit. That's the most important. Nothing happened to my store. I had the stores from 1970s till 2014 on Madison Avenue, 5th Avenue, 3rd Avenue, all running at the same time, 5 shops. I also had one in New Jersey. How do you add the extra pant cap? Well, you can't add it online right now, but we could do it after, no problem. If you just tell me you want the extra pant, I could send you a PayPal, and we could just do the extra pant at the same time. It's not an issue. Just tell me you want to get the extra pant, and it's no problem. Dosti needs to use the restroom. Go right ahead. Nobody's stopping you. So I could do the extra pen. No problem at all. Very nice. I have been looking to get a new jacket. I work a lot on my feet. Do you have? I have beautiful light fabric. You can get. I have so much to choose from. It's a lot to look at. I mean, a lot. For some people, I'm not a grandpa, sorry. For some people, it's too much to look at. They get overwhelmed and it's too much. They go, I don't know what I want. I can't find what I want because there's too many things to look at. So sometimes you got to pare it down a little bit. Not for everybody. Some people say, open everything up at the same time and let me look at everything on the table together. So we open up all the books together and then they can go through. And then we use little stickers, little circle stickers. And if they see something they like, I say, put a sticker. I say, pick out a lot of stuff. Everything you like. And then we go back through the stickers and we say, okay, I like this one, but I like that one more. So we take the sticker away. Or this one is too similar to that one. We take the sticker away. And eventually we get it down. And maybe they buy 1 or 2 or 4, whatever they want. And we get it down from a dozen or 14. And we get it down to what they really need. That's a good way to do it sometimes. So, suitcafe.com, one word, suitcafe.com. Not everything is up there because, you can't really, these kind of books, you can't really get this online. I mean, every book has hundreds of fabrics in it. I mean, to get this online would be insanity. Every season you got to digitize hundreds of things. That's not so easy. That's a lot of work. That's a ton of work. And it just really can't be done. Very nice. So I go to that website and I could order. Yes, you could order the CASHLANA suit, not the bespoke, but we're going to be putting some of the new fabrics for bespoke for spring on the website. Some of the best ones that I like, we will. Yes, that is it. Magic, that is it. But the CASHLANA is there, and there's a coupon now just for here. It's Cash 100. We'll take $100 off the price for you on that. So my suit is the bespoke, but the same fit as the CASHLANA. It's the same fitting. So it's got to fit right, whether it's 300, 400, or 1,000. It's got to fit right. Otherwise, you don't want to wear it, right? You don't want to wear it. So, do you get commission? I want to make sure you get extra dollar. No, I don't get commission. It's my company. I own it. So there's no commissions to pay for anybody. Yeah, this is the navy blue flannel chalk stripe, the one I'm wearing. This is $12.50. I can make this for you too. It's a suit really for the winter, for the fall. I could do it. I don't know what Bro Dusty Do Better means, but that's the suit that I'm wearing today. Since 9:30 in the morning, I have it on. It's 4:42 a.m. And I saw your post about the PayPal. Yeah. So what do you accept? No, well, the website takes everything. And then if we do something off the website, like extra pants or some of the bespoke, I use the PayPal. PayPal works perfectly fine. The problem with the PayPal was refunding. I worked with a customer. He bought a lot of things. And in the end, after he paid, he decided we wanted to rearrange some of the things. So some of the things that were a little more expensive, we picked out some things a little less expensive. So I had to give him some money back, like $1,000. So PayPal charges a fee. Everybody knows they charge a fee for accepting credit cards through PayPal, which is fine. Everybody pays a credit card fee, no matter who is doing the credit cards. Everybody pays. But the problem is when you give a refund, you're supposed to get that portion back from the fee of the amount of the refund. PayPal doesn't give it back, which other banks, PayPal's not a bank, that's the issue. So that was the problem. They don't give that back, which I thought was wrong. So I complained to them. I'm not going to get it, but what can I do? The customer got his $1,000 back, no problem. And I paid the fee for the full amount of the sale. And I didn't get my $30-40 back for the fee for the $1,000. So, yeah, PayPal's not a regular bank. But that's wrong anyway. There should be a regulation about that they have to work like a bank. You have millions of customers. They have millions. I mean, how much money are they keeping? For how many people give refunds every day through PayPal? Probably a lot. They're keeping all those fees from the refunds, right? Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray. That's what I do. I make custom-made suits. I'm going to lose my voice in 2 seconds. I've been on for 5 hours, 4.5 hours. The new Scarface. How do I contact you when I go visit New York? Just send me an email or contact me through the website or send me a DM on Instagram or on TikTok. No problem. I answer everybody. How do I contact you? Yeah, so I answer everyone. I've met people. I used to do Periscope. Anybody remember Periscope? The Periscope app? Yeah, so I used to have a lot of big following on Periscope because I used to walk around all New York City, show stores, what I was doing, and I used to go to restaurants, buy food, and show all Periscope live and do live streaming. I used to do all that stuff. What makes a suit? Well, the nice fabric. It's got to be canvas. It's got to be hand sewn. The big part of making a suit is the pressing. You have to have very good pressing to get the shape, right? And that's me. I should change my name from Suit Cafe to the Godfather of TikTok, right? So, Poppy joined. Thank you for joining, Poppy. Thank you. So we've been on for a long time, everybody. It was nice to have the conversation about all the suits. Thank you for visiting the website, seeing the new CASHLANA behind me, and seeing all the new things that I showed you. And those of you who got in touch with me by, do you know the guys? And I used to know a lot of guys over there. You mean the guys that are on TikTok right now, like Moses the Jeweler and Trax and all those guys? I don't know any of those guys personally. They're newer guys that are on 47th Street. They were not there when I was on Fifth Avenue. Those are newer guys. I'll fit me a suit. Good. I'll be around for it. So, so thanks to everybody for joining and watching and listening to everything about the suits that I have and all about the fabric. And everybody who sent me a message, because I saw I got quite a few messages, I will answer all those tomorrow because it's too late to answer them now to get in touch with everybody. But I will get back in touch with everybody tomorrow. We don't talk about politics here. Thanks, you. I'll be in touch. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Charlie joined, but Charlie, watch the replay of this live. You're from LA? No problem to ship to LA. No problem at all. It's still early in LA. Not early here. Early in the morning, that is. So, and also check out the YouTube channel because there's a lot of good things on there. A lot of unboxings of different products, different suits. You could see a lot of suits and a lot of jackets and coats that I made for customers on the YouTube channel if you want to get an idea, right? Yes, you got it exactly, Magic. Everybody look at what Magic just put on here. He's got it exactly right. Magic has it exactly right. Look at what Magic wrote there. How many suits do you have? I don't know. Not that many, really. You would think I'd have more. Well, not with 40 bucks. I can get you a tie for 40 bucks maybe. But yeah, so on the YouTube channel, you could see a lot of things that I've made over different seasons, and you'll be able to look at those and see the quality of all the products. Especially there's a lot of unboxings of shoes, and I talk about each product and how it's made and why it was made and who it was made for and the sizing, things like that. That mink coat, you could see it on the YouTube channel also, so you can see that there. So it's time to go, everybody. Although we got still a lot of people on here. I hate to leave everybody hanging, but it's already really late early here in New York. So maybe I'll be back. I'll be back again tomorrow in the afternoon, and we'll talk some more about it, answer a few more questions. If people had questions in the DMs that I didn't answer here, I'll answer them tomorrow in the live. So thanks so much for joining. Appreciate all the conversation. And like I always say at the end of my YouTube videos, if you watch one, see you all again when I'm back at it.